Let's go, man. Listen, we're back, man. We're back. You know, big up every single one. You know, listen. Today we need to talk. Yeah, we need to talk about a couple of things. We need to talk about what's been happening on our market. We're eating good, David. We're eating good. Now, don't pocket watch me if I am pocket watching you. Remember that. Don't pocket watch me if I am pocket watching you. Yeah? Today, we're going to talk about reality. We're going to talk about the truth. Yeah? I've not been here for a long time. You know, big up. I'm going to bring heritage today, man. Not Liverpool fans. You ain't going to be trying to... I'm bringing heritage today. Heritage. Yeah? You sit down on the floor when I talk about heritage. If I bring him up, you have to sit on the floor. If I bring him up, he is supporting one of the biggest clubs, if not the biggest. Yeah? He calls Liverpool my academy. Hey. He calls Liverpool my academy. That's the club I'm talking about. I'm bringing heritage here. I don't want to hang around people who are like, no, you know, you won one league title there and there. We're bringing real guys. Yeah? Big up Everton. Well, listen. Mwah. Listen, if I was a City fan, I would have been an Everton fan. Facts. And I'm going to bring him a welcome to Los Blancos heritage. Raul Gonzalez Blanco heritage. Fernando Morientes heritage. Ivan Campo Carranca. Yeah? Christian Carambó. Mijatovic, Zinedine Zidane, Luis Figo, Roberto Carlos. He has seen heritage, man. This is the guy that if he talks, we all sit down. And Los Blancos heritage is brought up the show. I'm big up Sam, Real Madrid. Yo, you be honest, man. You don't get things like this, man. We don't get YouTube fact like Real Madrid, man.
No. Big up, brother. All good, mate. All good. Big up the chat. And yeah, man, it's been a while, man.
Well, I'm sweating.
You're sweating.
I'm going to bring my fan. Well, I have to bring the fan. Woo! I have to bring the fan.
Oh, my jeez, bro. Hey, chat. Listen, this guy. Yeah, I've actually had the pleasure to meet this guy, yeah? Unbelievable guy, man. Yeah, top guy. Man, them, big up in the chat, yeah? Make sure you like and subscribe, people. Make sure you like and subscribe. Come on, big up, everyone.
Real Madrid, man. You know, when you talk to Real Madrid fans, you respect. Big up the guys, man.
See, he knows. My man knows.
Next person is humble heritage here. And you know what? When she speaks, I listen. You know, she's normally the person is the most calmest, didn't react this summer, just, you know, chilled out. But she hates the uncles, man. She hates our uncles. She hates my uncles who I love most. Bernardo Silva, the Laxo Gando one. I love those guys, man. You know me. I love the uncles, man. Because the uncles gave me everything. The uncles are the one that destroyed Sam. It's nothing other than big up, Kel.
I don't hate them. I just think they're past their prime and should move on. That's all.
Come on, now you can't be calling for my uncles.
I just think we have better players now.
All right, she's ruthless like me.
You can call me auntie. I'm not offended by this phrase. I don't know why our fan base is offended by a word.
Listen,
uncultured
you
swine.
send me a message. I'll send you the link. Anyone wants to join. Listen, to me, yeah, I've always had that respect of the uncles, you know, and I've always talked about the uncles. And you know what, that's the only people I don't dunk. I will never dunk on those guys. I love them. Even if they make mistakes, I come for those new guys because I know those guys are the guys that are not giving me trophies. You know, listen, big up Kel, big up.
Yeah,
we
Auntie's in the house.
Yeah, bro. Today we're exposed. I don't know where to start from. We got a Real Madrid fan here, Kel, and it's nothing other than we start on Rodrigo out, Rodrigo in, Savinho out. I don't know whether to start. Yeah, me, I'll say this. You guys have seen me in this channel. I'm the biggest love. I love heritage. I love players who've got like, you know, this ego, the Real Madrid players. You know, they know how to win. I love that. I've been saying from November last year, there's players we need to recruit. And the one guys I said is Rodrigo. I love the Kvaratskhelia. I love those because I've seen Mo Salah wins leaked out for Liverpool. And I've said it before. City have too many unproven players and you can't take them next season. And
They keep getting away. What are you talking about? We're just all alone and we're selling them.
No, but you know, before this I said, what did I say? I said I will never feel satisfied, Kel, if I don't get. I'm not happy with Turkey by himself. I said it. I said, I even said it. I said I'm not happy unless I get Turkey with Rodrigo or Turkey probably with Xavi Simons. And suddenly, the names we've been mentioning has come up.
Xavi Simons.
Huh?
No, just say no to Xavi Simons. We have Ryan Turkey. He's way better than Xavi Simons.
But quality is what you need. Quality is what you
Ryan
need.
Turkey's better.
No. I understand. Listen, I'm saying to you that I understand Ryan Turkey is top quality. But ask the chat, ask the fan base here. Do you believe no one was scared of Man City? That's what was the scariest thing. Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans telling me, I'm not scared of Man City. I'm not scared of Man City. I was thinking I've lost my touch. That's what I said. No way I'll accept it. And especially when Liverpool spent that money, Kel, especially after I lost KDB, I was not going to accept this transfer window to be a success. Reinders and Turkey didn't excite me.
Oh, dude, you're mad underrating Tijani Reinders.
No,
I'm going crazy
really
for that guy. He's gonna make a bigger impact on City than Florian Wirtz or Ekitike or Isak are gonna make on Liverpool. Mark my words. I am on the Tijani. I'm leading the charge, man. He's better than all them. He's gonna make a big impact on our team.
Yeah, statement. I can't lie.
Our midfield was crap, and he's the kind of player Pep turns into a world-class player.
No, I agree. But you know one thing, if you ask anyone else in this chat, Jovel, I've sent him the WhatsApp in your Twitter. I've sent you the link. I said it before. The big, you know, this Liverpool, you know, the transfer has annoyed me. I'm annoyed. I wake up, I see IndyCar on my timeline. I'm seeing Liverpool on my timeline. I'm seeing Isaac on my timeline. I'm tired when I see that, and I've seen that I've got Reinders, fair enough. I've got Turkey, fair enough. But I just know I don't have that KDB. I just don't have that KDB. A guy who I can take to Liverpool Football Club, and I tell you that. I know Reinders can scare them, but Reinders doesn't scare them as Rodrygo. Ask Liverpool fans.
Well, you have Bernardo Silva, right?
No,
he's got Bernardo.
Good. No, but he's good. He's good. But you know what he doesn't have, Kel? He doesn't have the winning mentality. Ask anyone in the chat.
Do you know what?
Won major trophies. Ask everyone. And that's why
Rodrigo. Hamza, after what I just watched today, it's better off that we keep Rodrigo. I can't lie. Because this is the thing. We had a preseason game, yeah? The game before our season starts. That pendejo, yeah, which means idiot on Spanish, yeah? Another word.
I can't mean a lot
yeah.
that.
Yeah, no. That pendejo Vini, yeah, dropped the stinker against an Austrian team. Yeah, an Austrian team.
Wow.
He's
Today.
yeah, today. He completed yo. Get rid of that noise, whoever that is. Yo, 0 dribbles, yeah, 0 created chances, and 0 shots on target. I'm not even lying.
Wow.
That was him. That was him. And him and Mbappe are like two headless chickens. Yeah, they can't connect together. There's no chemistry. They don't work together. Just like I was fearing the whole time. As soon as Rodrigo comes on, within 10 minutes, he does more in that game than Vinny does for the whole 65 minutes he's on the pitch.
You play today?
Yeah, that's what's pissing me off. Do you get me? This geezer, yeah, managed to do more in 10 minutes than that guy did for the whole 65. And he's got the audacity to demand a £30 million raise in wages. Yeah? Bruv, we'll talk, mate. The way you're performing right now, I'll ship you to Saudi tomorrow, mate. Tomorrow I'll ship him away to Saudi, yeah? Bro, I pray Tottenham fumble the Savio deal and Rodrigo ends up staying. Yeah? Because
Wow.
I'm going to need him.
Wow.
No.
That's a hot prediction.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
I'm
Real
done.
Madrid is scared of us getting Rodrigo. Wow.
No.
Wow.
It's not a scare.
Wow.
That's
Real
the
Madrid
point.
is scared of
No,
us
you know
getting
what, you know
Rodrigo.
That's
If you
quite
want
different from telling him to piss off.
Yeah, no, but you know what? If you want someone, go ahead. Just take Vinny. Because I'm done
No.
No, we don't
I'm
want
done
Vinny.
with him.
I want Rodrigo.
Can you
No, I'm
imagine
done.
Vinny
Hamza.
walking into the dressing room and
Hamza.
Rodri being like, hey, here's my Ballon d'Or, bitch?
Hamza, do you think we really need to sell Savinho to get Rodrigo, or if because Grealish
No,
gone on
obviously.
loan,
Grealish is not a
shut
player
up.
in the squad.
No, what? 1 minute, 1 minute. Right? We have to get rid of Akanji. Akanji is taking up space in the squad. We have to get rid of
Yes,
that guy.
being facts.
That guy,
No,
that guy.
no. What are we
Bro, the
doing
friendly that
here?
you play, that guy didn't look fit, bro. We have to get rid of Akanji.
No. Okay, you can
Have
want
to,
Akanji to be out, but
100%.
even if we
Hamza,
get Akanji out,
you wouldn't agree with me, but I want to keep Savinho for one more season.
Yeah.
Bro, we could
I don't mind loaning him
keep
back.
Savinho and sign Rodrigo.
no, only if Doku goes.
Yeah, I don't mind one of them, but I don't mind Savio staying for loan, whatever it is. I've always said it. To sell him might
Exactly, bro.
be because we.
Hamza, I rather get rid of Doku before I get rid of Savinho first. Bro,
You know why Savio is
Doku
going?
only-
Because Doku. I'm gonna say this. You know why Savio is going? Because Doku didn't get an offer to go anywhere. This is why Savio. Savio was the only one that got an offer.
Wow.
This is the reason. It's not because Pep doesn't like him. Do you know what's going on in this situation, Hamza? The situation is Savio has a price, as every player has. If you go to City and you give 300 million for Haaland, he's gone.
Wow.
Right? Like every player has a price. The situation is one of Doku or Savio had to go for Rodrigo to come in. Savio is valued at about 60 to 70 million euros from Manchester City, and Spurs are willing to pay that. This is just as much as you can get for this.
How much are they willing to pay? How much? How much are we talking about?
We need 70 million at least.
Who Spurs or
Spurs, yeah.
Savinho.
Spurs are apparently willing to pay what we are asking for Savio.
So they
Apparently, I don't know.
But Doku, the thing is, other people what they say. Me, I don't mind one or the other. The thing is, Doku's also not a bad player. Doku, the one thing he causes also is his dribbling. He can beat a man. He can beat a second man. He can cause chaos in a big game. Savio it's a hard choice. It's a hard choice who to get rid of. But you can't keep both. That's a problem.
I mean, it can.
Hamza.
It's a situation where
Hamza, I think Savinho need to play on the left wing right through because he don't have a right foot. He don't have a right foot. He need to be playing on the left wing right through, just going on the line and crossing the ball one time for Haaland to tap in. He don't have a right foot.
Doku's only 23. Savinho's only 21. Yeah.
Doku
Bro,
has
I would-
injury
I would-
problems
bro.
though. We had them at Rennes,
Hamza-
and he's had them at City both seasons.
Hamza, do you think we're getting a right back?
No, very unlikely.
Right back,
That's
we'll
what we
see.
need.
The
man.
thing,
That's
that the way
back to
things are
the-
unveiling shows you Man City have sat down and they've thought carefully about this thing. I think what has made Man City like literally do a U-turn? Why is a team that was very
No, Hamza, we
players,
never did a
not wanting
U-turn.
Rodrygo, not wanting Donnarumma, wanting to keep the oldies? Why have they decided now? Why do you think? Is it Liverpool? Is
No.
it the rival spending money? Why?
No, Hamza, I just think that, like, look, we need things to fall into place to be able to do stuff. We cannot get Donnarumma in if Edison doesn't leave. We cannot get. By the way, I don't think we should be getting Donnarumma in either
Have you
way,
seen the
but
money? Have you seen the money they're charging for it? About 50 million for him.
Yeah.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
I
absurd.
think
We
we're
shouldn't
like
be. We
300K
shouldn't be
a
touching
week in
that.
wages.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Jesus
You know
Christ.
what he is? He's Claudio Bravo 2.0, waiting to happen. I hate to
Well,
say it.
Donnarumma.
The
How
opposite,
much is
isn't it?
Donnarumma?
He
How
can't
much
use
is
his
Donnarumma?
feet. Pep's
50
gonna throw away
million.
after the first
50
training
million.
50
session.
million they want?
Euros, I think.
No way.
And we haven't included, and that's not even including his wages yet. That's the
No
thing.
way. Nah. No way.
He's already on like 200K a week. He's gonna want more than that.
But that's the thing.
Are we gonna pay
Galatasaray.
250 for a keeper?
But the point is, Galatasaray tried to give. I've heard they've tried to put a bid in for Edison for less than 10 million. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
They're
was
lowballing.
At the end of
3
the day,
million.
Yeah, and he's got 1 year left on his deal. Same with
Mm.
Donnarumma. Yeah, I think Donnarumma. There's a bigger chance he leaves on a free than him being sold right now with that price.
Let me tell you this one thing. This is what Donnarumma does. He did it at AC Milan and he tried to do the same at PSG. He plays shit for 3 out of the 5 years of his deal, and then in the last 2 years he actually plays well to earn a new deal. This is what he did at AC Milan, and this is what he's doing at PSG.
He left
We cannot be fooled.
How much did he leave? I think when he was at PSG, I remember Milan director Paolo Maldini tried to convince him to stay.
Yeah,
I think he played.
Hamza, do you know when he left? Literally the season after in the season of the season that Italy won the Euros. This is when he left.
Yeah,
So this is the thing. He always does this. Donnarumma is the type of guy that is going to do a trend and not even fucking think about it. And look,
I'll tell you why we're likely to get him. Who's his agent?
Jorge Mendes, I think.
No, not Mendes again.
No,
We're done with Mendes.
it's Erling Haaland's team.
Same
Remember
with-
Mino Raiola before he passed
Same
away.
with my club.
And then now
Same with my club. Done with Jorge Mendes as
Yeah.
well.
Ugh,
I think
that guy is driving me crazy.
they've taken over the running of his thing. So his agent is the same agent that works with Man City very closely.
It's Holland's agent, according to the chat.
Yeah, Haaland's agent. It was Mino
You
before.
liking the
Rafaela.
post and shit? I'm like,
So they want 50 million pounds, scumbags.
Yeah.
But how long
that's
has
the-
he got his contract?
is that how much did
And
Alex
yeah,
cost?
he's on his last
65
year.
or something?
1 year.
How
I think
much
he's
did
on his last
Courtois?
year. Yes.
Are you sure he's got 1
Courtois
year?
was expensive.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
so.
he's got
Yes.
1 year left. Yeah,
No,
he's
we're
got
not
1 year.
paying 1 million, bro. We're paying the same amount how much Liverpool paid for Mamadi Kavash. What's his name?
Yeah,
Mamadashvili.
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 Really, yeah, that guy. They paid 40 million.
Oh,
They
No,
paid
we
40
can't be paying 40 million for him.
No. They paid Mamadi 40 million.
Yeah, we can't be doing that.
and he'll be
He's
there
not
number
worth
2
40
next season,
million.
won't he?
I think this season, yes, next season, I think Alisson is going because it's on his last year.
What is he 90? What? Wait, what is it? 95% that he's going to stay? Because I'll take that.
No, he's not confirmed. He's gonna leave.
Bro, do you know what? I'll be real, mate. The way this is all going, bro, I'd rather keep it and bin Vinny off. I'd rather do that.
Wow. Turn around.
So Donnarumma put a statement out. What was that statement?
Basically saying that he wants to go.
Rodrigo
That he's going to go.
I give everything on and off the pitch to earn my place and defend the goal of PSG. Unfortunately, someone has decided I can no longer be part of the group. and contribute to the team's success. I'm disappointed, disheartened. Hold
He's
on.
been kicked out of the club by
Someone-
Luis Enrique.
Ooh.
So
He's
who's
been kicked off by Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique. He said it. He already said it to Hamza. Luis Enrique said it in the pre-match conference that he wants Donnarumma to go.
who said he wants Donnarumma to go?
Luis Enrique.
Why? Why? Has there been an infight?
Because he doesn't want that type of goalkeeper. Basically, because he doesn't want a
It's
keeper that
Chevalier.
can't pass the ball.
Chevalier is very good.
Chevalier, that's the one I wanted. I said it all summer. I wanted Chevalier.
So the question is so to me, obviously, Chevalier was my number one, but he went to PSG because I think he's French and he's going to stay at Paris. And number two, how good is Donnarumma, guys? Tell me, if I get Donnarumma, does he change City?
Hamza, he's a brilliant keeper, but the problem is he's a brilliant keeper on his last 2 years of his deal, and then he's going to leave you and do a trend and not even look back. This is the issue with Donnarumma. This is what I have. This is the problem. This is my problem with getting him. Donnarumma did that at AC Milan, and he tried to do the same at PSG, and it's obvious to see. Because if you go back before this season for PSG, you tell me one good season he had before this one for PSG. You're gonna struggle to do anything.
And then
He was being left by everybody because he was shit. Madrid game, he had the Borussia Dortmund game as well that he wasn't particularly great at. Like, let's not kid ourselves. This guy's
he's not good. He's a good shot stopper. He made fantastic save against Arsenal.
Hamza, go ahead. No, Hamza, go ahead then and look at the Italy versus Macedonia goal, the one that knocked him out of the club of the World Cup. That was his mistake. That's a shot that a goalkeeper should not be conceding in no circumstance.
So in terms of you don't think he's an upgrade on Edison?
Now, that's the thing. I think he's shot stopping wise, yes. But my biggest issue with Donnarumma isn't his ability. My biggest issue with Donnarumma, it's not even his feet either. This guy is a proper snake, and he's gonna do the club dirty. He has, when he came in from AC Milan, from AC Milan's academy, he was a brilliant keeper. Then he got his professional deal. He dropped off massively. Then he got by the second to last year of his deal, he picked up form again and started playing well. Then came the Euros. He was brilliant. AC Milan was trying everything to keep him tied down to a new deal. He went out on a free. He went to PSG, 5-year deal. The first 3, he was shit. Now, second to last year, he starts playing well again. This is a pattern. We have to recognize that there is a pattern here. He is not he's not going to be consistently good, and he's going to leave the club in the first opportunity to get a pay rise elsewhere. This is what he's going to do. And this is why I don't think we should be moving in for him. It's clear as day to see that.
I'm gonna
He
try.
seems like a moments guy, and maybe not like a consistent player. You know, like
But
he
he's
does well
supposed
in
to-
the
he's
tournaments,
supposed to
but
be the
not
next
in the
Buffon.
league.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Hamza, aside from this season for PSG, anybody can come in. Aside from this season for PSG, what season did he play well for PSG?
Last season.
Aside from last season, this is what I'm saying. Aside from last season,
You can't really
when
pick.
did he play
I can't really pick one apart from the Alpero.
yeah, like we're all being blinded by that Euros that he had in, I think it's 2020,
Yeah.
and by the PSG, by last season in PSG. That's everybody's being blinded by that. But you struggle to tell me two good seasons apart from those ones from Donnarumma. And this is my issue with it. People are calling him world class based on 2 seasons that happened 5 years apart.
But if you look here,
Oh, jeez.
in terms
You're
of
looking at the wrong guy.
huh?
That's the wrong Donnarumma.
Hamza, if you actually stop to think, Hamza, do you realize that he actually this season he had a worse post shot expected goals conceded than Edison this season?
Well,
Do you know what that stat means?
Yeah.
Do you know what that stat means?
No.
Post shot expected goals takes into consideration where the shot went after the person took the shot. So if you take a shot from 30 yards out, it's going to be percentage of chance that it's going to go into goal. But then after you take the shot, where the ball ends up going, it gives you another percentage of the ball going in. Post shot considers that where the ball goes. So it's a more precise way to judge how good a goalkeeper is at saving a ball, right?
Let's look at him here.
Is that the right guy now?
That is also
No,
the wrong
it's-
Donnarumma.
How many Donnarummas there, man?
His name is
Gianluigi.
Gianluigi Donnarumma.
It's like a
Hamza.
Mario.
It's Gianluigi
It's the Mario
Donnarumma.
brothers.
Hamza,
Sorry, lads, man.
Hamza,
I'm
you've
just
done it.
excited, man. Why?
Hamza, his name is Gianluigi Donnarumma. God damn it.
Think of
Yeah, Gianluigi.
Hamza,
Mario.
Gianluigi, just like Gianluigi Buffon. The same way you write Gianluigi.
Hey, Gianluigi, yeah. Shit. So, my guys, don't clip that all like that's shameless or not. Whoever's
Oh,
gonna clip that
No.
shit-
You
I
said
can't stop laughing. Sorry.
Man, no, listen, Atlas, listen. There, is it the right? Yes, that's one mine. That's my keeper.
Finally.
So look at him.
Oh, that shit's funny.
In terms of goalkeeping, yeah, 25 goals conceded, 4 clean sheets last season. Yeah, in 24 matches, 4 clean sheets, rating of 6.8. Yeah, against Chelsea, he was poor. You're right. Was he bad against Chelsea?
Yes, he was horrible against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Mate, Donnarumma is not as good as people think he is. He had a great season last season and a great Euros. We cannot deny that. But if
Let's be
you
honest, when Donnarumma
grab
is in,
his...
when
Go on.
Donnarumma is in his best moments, then he's a
Yeah.
world-class keeper, but he's not consistent enough in that. That's the issue.
This is the thing. I don't think it's a consistency thing. I think it is a mentality thing. He doesn't care. He only cares about the paycheck. He only plays well when he's on the final few years of his contract to get a new contract with better money. This is what he does. This is what he did at AC Milan. This is what he did at PSG, and this is what he will do at Man City. We have to recognize that there is a pattern there. He has done this at 2 football clubs now.
50 million, no. But can we say that then we've still got Trafford? So if he makes mistake, Trafford can come in.
Yeah, but Hamza, we can't be giving him 300k a week and paying 15
No,
million
no,
a year
no.
since
He's
he's
not
on the
getting
bench, can we?
He's not getting.
Yeah, but that's how much he
That is a
wants.
cup keeper.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
That's if he doesn't make 300k, we're not getting him.
But PSG are kicking. No, PSG are
He's
kicking.
not a
him out.
Saudi for that kind of fee.
Yeah, but he also wants that money, Hamza.
But he saved a lot of shots as is. Liverpool outstanding. I saw him Arsenal outstanding. Madrid was outstanding. He's a tall keeper, 6'5". I think the issue is about signing a guy who is young keeper who has
No,
good-
he's not a young keeper anymore.
But for a keeper, 26 years old is a young guy.
No, that's not young. That's a keeper who has. That's not old, but that's not young either. Come on.
He's in his prime, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have a football club, so we have to say they don't want him to stay. They want him to go.
But Hamza,
He's
this
still
is the thing.
Chelsea.
You want a player.
But
Hamza.
Spartacus, who do we go and sign then? We don't have any other option then.
I think we trust. I think we trust Trafford.
I'm
That's
on
the best thing we
Trafford
can
trust
do.
bandwagon.
Nah,
If anything, Hamza, this is
Yeah.
what I'm telling you. What I would do
He's a
is
Ringo,
I go
baby.
for Ter Stegen. I go for Ter Stegen.
Oh.
Ter Stegen. Oh my
He's
god.
another
no.
keeper.
Man,
I go for Ter
that's
Stegen to
right.
keep him as a second
No.
keeper.
Sam, give us
Keep him as a
man,
second
that's
keeper.
not the thing. No.
Bro,
Get a second keeper and
I'll
put
give you-
all.
Bro, I will give you a tip right now from a La Liga fan. Stay away from him. He is washed.
He's
That
so
guy is
bad.
Mate, no, it's not about having a first keeper, Hamza. The first keeper will be Trafford. The second keeper that we have to get a player that's a second keeper.
But he's not good.
But why not
enough.
get?
He's
But why
bad.
not get Costa?
Stegen
Why not
is
get
bad.
Costa? But why
That's
not get
like
Costa?
Ter Stegen. No, Hamza, you're thinking about Ter Stegen to start. I'm thinking Ter Stegen to be in place of what is his name again? Ortega.
But what-
He's
but
going
what
to
about-
replace Ortega.
Yeah, but what about Costa from Porto?
Man, that's
What about
dangerous.
him?
Man.
No.
What
This
about
is
him?
the thing. You
I'd
guys are
rather
all
say
saying
Costa than
starters.
Donnarumma.
You're saying starters. I'm saying the starter is going to be Trafford. We already made our mind. We bought Trafford. Like, come on. Trust the guy for at least one season.
But do you trust him to win you a league?
For one season, I think we should be taking the risk.
He's bad, man. I've just looked at his
Hamza,
stats. Man, I'm telling you now,
God.
this Stegen is
Hamza,
one of
this
the-
is
I
a
think you're
backup.
looking at the right
Hamza,
Trafford.
this is a backup.
No, but still,
This
as a
is
backup, I prefer. This
Mate,
is
he's better. Hamza, he's better
Hamza
than
probably
Gotham
looked at the
Ortega.
wrong Trafford.
no, he's not better than Ortega.
Come on, Hamza, what are we doing here, mate? Ter Stegen is better than Ortega.
Bro, he's one of the worst keepers.
You think Ter Stegen would be a number 2 though? You think he'd accept
Yeah,
that?
I think he would. He doesn't care about football.
Maybe-
He doesn't like football. It's just a job for him. So he doesn't care about starting.
So why would we want someone who doesn't care?
And Stegen.
I'm so confused.
Because he's gonna be willing to be on the bench, and I don't have any other names. I really don't.
Stegen is one of the worst keepers, I think.
But Hamza, this is a backup. You cannot be getting Costa as a backup, can you?
But
Like-
I basically that would have meant.
Think
But
what
we
about
left Ederson.
what
We
about Lunin? You just take Lunin from. Didn't you guys?
I don't think he would leave Madrid. I don't think he would.
Can you leave my players
Yeah.
alone now?
Me, I'll say, listen.
Give me Rodrigo. No.
Now you can
Me,
have Vinny.
I think the
You went
reason
from
why
one
they
to
gave,
keep him to he's a bum. Ooh.
I think we might get a price of 25 million. Give him a 5-year contract. He might stay here till 31, and we're getting an Italian
But
international
Hamza,
number one.
this is the thing, Hamza. You're doing the same mistake again. You're looking at just this season for Donnarumma. Look at his whole career. There is a pattern there. He doesn't perform for clubs until it's time to get a new deal. When the time comes to get a new deal, he turns up and he's one of the best keepers in the planet. But until then, he does not perform ever. He didn't perform at AC Milan just after he got his senior deal. He did not perform at PSG just when he got there. He just started performing both clubs when he got time to get a new deal. When the discussions begin, we all know here that the discussions for a new deal begin just before the end of the second to last year of a deal. This is the second to last year of his deal. They're talking about it.
I think Spartacus, it will be the worst mistake if we ever try to get Ter Stegen and Trafford being number one. I think that's going to be dangerous. Basically,
Hamza, it's even worse to get Donnarumma in. Donnarumma is going to be a disaster.
yeah, but at least let's keep him and then put Trafford. If you want to put Trafford's first keeper, and let's
Hamza,
let them compete. 2 young keepers compete. One's 26, one's 23.
We can't. No, this thing of competing with keepers doesn't work. Give me an example that worked. Give me one example that worked.
Well, Bravo and Ter Stegen and Barca.
Even the PSG,
They didn't compete, did they?
he conceded 24 league.
Hamza, give me one example of fighting keepers that work. Give me one side that won stuff with fighting with keepers that were not clearly a first choice and a second choice.
I think for a top team, you have to have that competition.
No, Hamza, give me one. Give me one. You cannot give me one because there is none. They don't do this. Nobody does this.
So do you believe Trafford is good enough? Trafford is good enough to start if he's not England number one.
I think he's worth giving the kid a chance. Yes.
But do you think he's high risk to be given number one?
I think it's a risk, but it is a risk that we're willing to take, right? Like we bought the kid. We can't just buy the kid and then fuck him off.
It's also risky to play Ederson as the number one when his head's gone.
Absolutely. I think
that's a big risk.
Ederson's head is gone.
Give it to
Get rid of
Ederson. I
him.
don't think he wants to be here.
Absolutely. I think
All right,
Ederson's
Hamza.
head is gone. Yeah.
Hamza, I have to shoot, brother. I have to
Big
shoot.
up Sam. Big up
I'll
Sam.
talk to you later. Big up.
Listen.
Big up, man.
Big up.
Okay,
Give
I'll
us some
leave you
players. Give us Rodrigo.
Give a Rodrigo before you go. Make sure. I need Rodrigo by next week.
tomorrow. You can have
No.
Vinny. You can have Vinny.
Yeah,
You
after
can have
the-
No, we don't want
Have it.
any.
Yeah. Listen,
I'll talk to you later. Be safe.
to me, let me ask you guys. The key thing is for us, yeah, we conceded so poorly last season. Our goal, conceding was just poor. And I think if we can bring experience, I think it's what will take us back to this mentality. I think the thing is some keepers have this presence of being tall and lanky, like Peter Cech. All these tall keepers, they cause people are not confident with them, So me, I'm looking at this Donnarumma as a shot stopper. I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good.
But Hamza, you keep doing the same mistake. You don't look at Donnarumma as a whole. You look at Donnarumma just last season and assume he always is that level of keeper. He's not. He does not care. He only plays well when his deal is on the line. That's the pattern on. Go back on his career.
So
Take a
would
look
you
at his whole career.
imagine taking Trafford in the Bernabeu against Real Madrid?
It's a risk we're gonna have to take, Hamza. You are making two mistakes in this situation. Firstly,
don't like
you
it.
no Hamza. This is Hamza. Calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
You're making two mistakes in this situation.
Big
Give me
mistake.
something. Give me a side that actually did what you wanted to do and actually won
Listen,
in history. Hamza, tell me one side that had competing goalkeepers and actually won.
like internationally or thing.
Give me one, not international, like not
Trafford
Brazil, not
Trafford is the unproven player. So you
Hamza.
say,
He came here to be the first choice
but
keeper.
he's not
Like,
proven. Ask anyone here in the chat.
he's not proven. I agree. He's not proven. But every now and again, but
He
Hamza,
proven.
every now and again, you have to take the shot at an unproven player.
I don't.
He
No,
wants
but
it
no,
too.
not for Man City, not for Pep
Hamza,
Guardiola.
you
wants it,
every
though.
now. Sane was unproven
He wasn't.
when we bought him. David Silva was unproven when we bought him.
Oh my God, David Silva was a proven player. Valencia.
No, when we bought him, he wasn't, Hamza. Come on. He became a proven player here. Come on, Hamza. What are we
David
doing?
Silva was a top player in La Liga Valencia, bro.
He was a good player, but he wasn't a top player. Come on,
He
what
was
are we doing
He's
here?
a Spanish international.
At the time, he wasn't. No, at the time, he wasn't. No,
When
he
did we
became a
sign?
Spaniard.
Well,
He became
Barcelona
a
is
Spain
doing it with
international at
Garcia.
City.
When we announced David Silva, yeah, he was playing for Spain. He was playing for
If
Spain.
he had one cap, come on, Hamza, what we doing here?
100% he was playing for them. He was that Spain. The only reason that what they sold him is they needed the money. And I remember Man City had previously tried to sign David Silva. Yeah,
Okay, Hamza.
and David Villa.
Sane. Okay, Hamza.
Okay.
Sane wasn't proven.
2 years before the 2010, we tried to sign David Silva and David Villa. I'll never forget it. And we put 130 million. Go and check if I'm lying to you.
Okay, Hamza.
They were
Okay,
top
Hamza.
players, man.
I'll give you other players. Sane wasn't proven.
Sane was a good.
No.
youngster.
He was a good, promising young player. He wasn't proven.
Hey man, Joe Hart was unproven. Remember that?
Joe Hart wasn't proven.
But Joe Hart was playing for-
Edison wasn't proven. Diaz wasn't proven.
Edison was playing. Was a top player, but Trafford compared to Edison and Trafford, Edison was
Hamza,
playing Champions League nights.
But you get the point. Every now and again, every side needs to take a risk.
After last season, Spartacus, we're not taking risks. A lot of our family.
We have to, Hamza. We cannot be doing.
Because we did it last season. We got hurt, and people
Hamza,
said to us, that's part of.
Edison more last season, and we got punished for it. Do you really want to
Hamza.
do that
Why
again?
should we take the same
Especially
mistake?
now that his head's gone.
Hamza, we're doing this
That's why
thing
we're
where
number one,
we
Victoria.
want no Hamza. If
Don't get
we're
ready.
gonna buy a starting keeper, we need to sell Trafford. It's not gonna work.
So what has Trafford shown you that you're willing to give him the number one and say, yo, take it? What?
For
What?
one season, yes. What harm can it be?
No, it can't be hard because Liverpool won the league. I'm
So?
accepting to just lose the league.
So, are you gonna stop supporting City if they win? If we lose the
No.
season?
No one's
So,
Out.
no, City are not willing to give youngsters a chance to make sure that we're not an academy team. We're not here a nursery school. We're not here to teach you ABC.
this is not about being a nursery school, Hamza. This is about understanding that if we do this that you want to do, we completely fucked over a player.
I guarantee you.
This is not a good precedence to be doing, Hamza.
But we're trying
You
to
don't
win.
want, Hamza. You don't want. What precedence does it make that you bought a player that says that he's going to be the first team player for City and England in their interview, and then 3 months down the line we buy a starter keeper and fuck him off to the bench?
Do you
Yeah, that's
really
harsh.
think You really, I guarantee you, Pep Guardiola.
No, Hamza. What precedence does this make for all the players? Let's say we're now
They're
trying
not
to
gonna
buy a
sign
new
for us.
player.
That's what'll happen. They won't sign for us.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I don't
Hamza,
want that happening to me.
Players
And we need
talk.
homegrown players. He's a
They do.
homegrown
They do.
keeper.
So
That's a
what's
cheat code.
happening to Real Madrid? How come they sign young players like Master Tuoni? How come?
We signed
Real
Echeverri.
Madrid. It's different.
No,
We signed Echeverri. We signed Naipan. We have Bob. We
Yeah,
signed
Hayes.
Vitor Hayes, Kusanov. What do you want us to buy every single youngster ever?
But the same thing, once again, l'équipe bomba, apparently. L'équipe bomba. Let's see, what's the l'équipe
For
say?
l'équipe? Oh, that's in French. Oh, let me see it. Let me find it.
And Hamza, if City buy Donnarumma, it doesn't prove you right. I'm not saying that City won't do it. I'm saying that I don't think City should do it.
Son équipe. Oh, ils sont
L'équipe.
chers avec Pep Guardiola. Ooh.
What
You
do they
speak
say?
French?
I'm not fluent, but I speak enough. It sounds
Fair
like
enough.
Donnarumma spoke to Pep.
I don't doubt this, by the way. Apparently, Pep really likes him.
Yeah, l'équipe. Donnarumma has spoken to Pep. Guardiola has an agreement with Man City. There you are. Let's go. It's done.
But Hamza, again, just to go back on this thing, even if City do buy him, it doesn't prove you right. This is not about saying that City won't do it. I'm saying that City shouldn't do it. Do I think City will? I think they will, but I don't think they should. I think it sets a bad precedent for other players. I think it's a player that doesn't really fit our system because he is inconsistent with his feet and his personality and his character based on his whole career doesn't show me as a player that's going to be particularly hardworking and particularly dedicated to the club. And I don't want players who are not going to be that.
Bro,
I'm telling you, Donnarumma is going to be Bravo 2.0. Pep will watch him in one training session and be like, nah, this guy can't use his feet.
You guys have been so negative on
He
this
fucked up
player.
Joe Hart after like one training session. He'll do it again.
No, bro, you guys are trying to be negative on the guy that we're signing.
No, Hamza, I'm not being negative. I'm just analyzing a pattern.
Yeah, me, I don't. The thing is, our fan base, a lot of our fan base, a lot of our fans have seen what it takes to win major trophies.
No, Hamza, and you should be knowing that it doesn't take a guy that doesn't play for half of his deal. Like he doesn't put effort for half of the deal.
What? So you don't want to sign him because he doesn't complete his deal at PSG?
No, I don't want to sign him because he fucked over AC Milan for 3 seasons, started playing well by the end of it to get a better deal at PSG, and then fucked off on a free. When he got the new deal at PSG, he fucked PSG for 3 years in a row, started playing well so that he could get a new deal by the end of the PSG deal, but PSG caught on to that. No, Hamza, he played shit. Hamza, he played shit for them.
He won the PSG, the Champions League.
Once in 5 years. Edison won the Champions League for us once in 6 years. In 7 years? What are we going to do about this? This is the thing, Hamza. My point is, I want a player who's going to be given 100% of the time. I don't want a player who's going to be fucking off, not doing the best he can for more than half of his deal to then just at the tail end of the fucking deal turn around, play well, just so that he can get a new deal elsewhere.
Martin, check your WhatsApp.
No, listen. To me, 100%.
You can't get away from this. Martin's coming. He's coming. You can't get away from this.
I'm sorry. We've been trusting this process about giving youngsters a chance, whatever it is. But when you go too many youngsters and then you're gonna destroy,
No, Hamza, you have one. You have one youngster.
This guy's
Hamza, you have one youngster. You have one of them.
Got sent away. Huh? Victor Hayes gone. That's very gone.
All of the youngsters are fucking off, Hamza.
Yeah,
no, but they're giving a chance.
No, they're not. Oh, the only youngster in the 11 is gonna be fucking Trafford.
No, yeah, but I'm not gonna start a lot of games.
Listen,
Hamza, we get Rodrigo. Chuck is fucking off to the bench. We get Donnarumma. Fucking Trafford is fucking off to the bench. We have no youngster in the team. Not a single one.
No, we have no problem.
No, we don't. Hamza, the starting 11 will be
City actually has
Donnarumma.
second source.
Why didn't Real Madrid do that? Why didn't Liverpool do that?
Hamza, we have. Give me a second, Hamza. We're gonna have Donnarumma, Mateus Nunes, Ruben Dias, Josko Vadio, Ait Nohi, Rodri, Reinders, Foden, Mamouche, Rodrigo, Haaland. Who's the fucking youngster there? Who's the youngster there?
Chuck is 21 years old.
Chuck is on the bench.
Yeah. Chuck, listen. Chuck,
Where is the opportunity? He's on the fucking bench.
what do you want to do? You want us to give all the opportunity to these youngsters?
No, I want to give it to Trafford specifically because I don't think Donnarumma is a fucking decent person.
Then fight for the place.
No, this is not Hamza. This does not work. You cannot give me a fucking team who had a keeper who was fighting for his place.
No one wants me to give me. I don't mind. No one has a problem with Trafford, but Trafford's not ready yet. And
You do. You clear. If you get Donnarumma, you're fucking him off to the bench for the rest of his deal.
No.
Yes. Do you think he's gonna wait 5 years to be the first choice?
I mean, imagine, man. Like literally.
Hamza, do you think that Trafford is gonna wait 5 years?
I want to win trophies. Straight.
Hamza, do you think that Trafford is gonna wait 5 years to be the first pick, to be the first keeper?
No.
No, so he's gonna fuck off.
But then if Donnarumma makes a mistake, he'll get benched.
No, he won't, Hamza. Edison made a shit ton of mistakes, and he was still the first teamer. Hamza, keepers don't. Hamza, you might not understand how this works, but keepers do not get benched. You don't. If we get Donnarumma, he is our number one keeper.
Yeah.
He might make a shit ton of fucking mistakes. Trafford, there's nothing Trafford can do that's gonna make him be the number one keeper. Nothing. Unless Donnarumma becomes a generational stinker. He's scoring on goals every fucking day. He's gonna be the main player.
If Trafford is a top keeper, I'm sorry.
He's not going to do that. Hamza, you're paying a shit ton of money for Donnarumma. He's not gonna be on the bench.
No, but I'm happy to let them compete.
They're not gonna compete. This is the point. There is no competition.
Spartacus, I don't want to downgrade every single position. You've downgraded.
This is not a downgrade. This is not a downgrade in every single position.
From all the positions.
Hamza, this is not a downgrade in every single position. Tierney Reinders is an upgrade. Rodri is an upgrade. Mamouche is an upgrade. Foden is an upgrade. Even if you want to, Rodrigo is going to be an upgrade. I know he's an upgrade. Ruben Diaz is an upgrade. What are we doing here, Hamza?
I'm not accepting, man. No way. No way. I tell you that you will not win the league with Trafford. No chance.
So what?
I think you can.
I think you can as well, but so
better
what? You
Trafford
don't win
than
one
Anderson.
league.
I prefer not to take risks. I think if
Hamza, you're getting with Donnarumma, you're still getting a risk. Donnarumma never plays well in his first season, in his second season, in his third season.
In football's experience, it's all about experience.
Hamza, do me a favor. Do me a favor real quick then. Open up Madrid versus PSG.
Or angry.
I am slightly angry with this one, to be honest.
No,
go ahead and open up. No, Hamza, open up.
Old Trafford as my number one keeper.
Hamza, open up.
He wants me to
Hamza.
take Trafford and not have a second keeper called Bettinelli or Ter Stegen. And now
I don't want to have a competition. I don't want to have a competition.
I'm not having a problem with Trafford, but the risk that we
you do. You clearly do.
That you just want to destroy the boys' confidence.
Right.
I don't.
Hang on, stop. I'm going to try and be the voice of reason because for your show, Hamza, I don't think it helps just shouting the ball at each other. Let's look at this in a calm, collected way. And I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm trying to help it because for 10 minutes you just shouted the ball at each other. You're not going to agree, and that's fine. I have come in the last few hours. I've come to because listen, I've known about all of this for a very long time. Knew about Rodrigo 3 months ago. Told to keep shut up about it. Don't say a word, which I didn't. I did exactly what I was told. Shut my mouth. Stay quiet. Don't say a word until someone went. Then did the Graham Bailey interview. Savinho was going. Then Edison, Galatasaray basically come back to improve their offer. The plan for, I hear everyone, because everyone is now saying fight for the place, and Bernardo's comments today are we weren't good enough, so now we've all got to fight for our place and come by yeah. And I think for 3-4 months, I think that will be the case. I think for the first 3 or 4 months, everyone will fight and they'll all be happy. I think if it's the same players being benched, that is when the problems will occur. And sadly, I'm one of them. If we're going to, I am totally fine going down. This is just Martin's opinion. If we're going to go down the ruthless road, then we have to be ruthless with every single player. Don't care what their name is.
Fact.
So if Erling Haaland is shocking next season and a bag of shit and he does nothing, then and City want to go and get an improvement, then we have to accept it. Same as if it's Foden or anyone else, and we have to accept maybe a Rico Lewis, an O'Reilly, or a Bob go. For the same reason, and I'll explain this, is I don't know if anyone watched the Maria interview today with LB. It was a members only. It was only a members only thing. And she had a call roughly about the same time of Rodrigo was coming. But again, it had to be Doku or Savinho. Someone had to go, not Grealish. And she said, why? What's caused this? She said, Rodrigo wants first team football. He got subbed in some, I can't remember the cup final. You might be able to tell me. He got subbed. Right, I know, Hamza, you're loving this, but I'm going to come back to the point. Rodrigo won't sit on a bench.
Stop.
He has to play.
Or
He will not rotate with anyone. He's not rotating. That's the reason he's leaving. The reason Ter Stegen is upset at Barcelona because he doesn't want to sit on a bench. The reason Donnarumma has been lofted out of thing and they've got Chevalier in, no contract, he's not fighting for it, he's out. Please, can we stop? We have to accept that we are going to lose players and they are not going to want to sit on a bench.
Fact.
I think we have to accept that now.
This is the thing as well. No. Can I just say one thing, Hamza? Just one thing, real quick. We cannot pretend like Donnarumma is this brilliant footballer and this unbelievable shot stopper when he is not for most of his deal. Go ahead and take a look at the Madrid game for PSG. Go ahead and take a look at the Macedonia versus Italy games. These are just games that I remember from the top of my head. He has a pattern in his career that he plays shit for, he has usually 5-year deals. He plays shit for the first, second, and third year. The fourth and fifth, he starts playing well again. Then he gets a deal in another club and fucks off on the free. He did that at AC Milan and he was trying to do this at PSG as well. Unfortunately for PSG, they picked up on it, got Chevalier in the door, and now they're forcing him out. Why do you think that Enrique is trying to get rid of his treble winner keeper? Why do you think that's happening? You have to ask yourself some questions for every now and again. He's not getting rid of Donnarumma because he loves him. They realized something of him, and now they're trying to prevent it. It's clear as day to see that he's not a guy who's going to be actually given 100% every time because of the pattern in his career.
And by the way, one thing I will say, so if Phil Foden, who I love, and this is the sad part for me, if Phil Foden is not playing in the team in 2 years and he's in and out because he's mixing around with Cherky and all these others and Mamouche, etc., we can't then moan if Foden doesn't sign a new deal.
Martin, I just want to say a few things here. One thing I want to make it clear is we're buying quality. I've always said
he's not.
One second. Quality is what wins you major trophies. Quality wins you major trophies. Few things I look into Rodrigo. Yeah, he's a game changer. He comes into a team. He's a game changer. He's a killer. The players we've been lacking are in front of goals. We don't have guys who frightens other team. Guys, in the chat, say if I'm lying. We have no players much that frightens that team. Like in the dressing room, when you're waiting at the corridor and you're about to come out, the players often look at each other. And the respect that we used to have is, guys, just think about it. If you're a rival at Liverpool, you'd be looking at Sterling, Sane, KDB, David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Fernandinho, Aguero. You think it's mad. Bro, before you come out the pitch, already your confidence is a bit down. You know why? Because football is a psychological game. When we had players like Doku, Savio, and all this, they're good players, but they don't strike fear on Mo Salah and all these guys that they have. They feel we can still beat these guys. Arsenal beating this guy 5-1. We can beat them. To me, Pep has done a U-turn following last season, following the Palace game, following the Al Hilal game. I think Rodrigo was available. Rodrigo was available for Man City. Man City were, but they were unsure. The game that stood out for me is the Al Hilal thing. The Al Hilal thing, Pep's team, like losing these games which we're not supposed to be losing in a major competition that he wants to win. I think Pep was taken back. He saw how he was upset.
Hamza, can I ask you one thing then?
He looks. Why did I lose that game? People said, okay, defense. But the reason why, another thing we didn't sign.
Are you going to blame Anderson at all for that game?
No, we were 1-0 up. How many games are we 1-0 up and we don't finish the game? PSG, we were beating them 2-0. We had 2 more chances. We kept them in the game that came back.
No, we all know. It was all Gundogan's fault, right?
Yeah. So to me, no, it's not Gundogan. To me, I'm looking at the fact that Pep Guardiola has realized that he knows, and I said it before, if this is going to be his final 2 years, he has pressure.
It won't be his final 2 years. He's not doing this to ditch shop in 2 years' time.
Yeah.
He has chased Rodrigo. He has chased Rodrigo for 3 years. He's not then going to ditch him 18 months later. Rodrigo is coming for Pep. Make no mistake about this. Pep Guardiola is a massive. So all these Pep outers got to start realizing Pep Guardiola is one of the biggest draws why players want to come. Once Pep goes, you won't have that stick then to chuck at them. Come and play under Pep. You won't have that stick. Because and I've had this with my Newcastle friends, top players don't want to go and play for Eddie Howe. That's just football, whether you like it or not.
I said it.
You have to. No, Hamza, I'm agree. No, but when I am upset and when I think it's cold and ruthless, I think James Trafford has had a major kick in the bollocks. Major. And I'm not having he's going to fight. He can fight all he wants. Donnarumma is number 1. There is no. And here's my thing with Trafford is, I'd just be honest with these guys. Just be honest with Trafford coming in.
That's the hard part.
Do you think
just be honest with him.
Number 1. Do you think he was promised number? I don't think he was promised number 1. I don't.
James Trafford, Hamza. James Trafford left Manchester City because he didn't want to be the number 2 or the number 3. There was no pathway to number 1. He had the chance to go to Newcastle and be their number 1. He delayed it because the plan was Edison was going to stay for the final year. He was going to get some games, not all of them, but eventually come in and become the 1. I know many don't like that, but that was the plan. Donnarumma is not coming in to sit on a bench at City. I know that's what people expect. He will come, yes.
Coming.
But I'm telling you now,
Here first.
Trafford, I feel very bad for him. I feel a bit dirty on him, but I suppose the game is the game, and that's the way we're going to look at it now. It's sad. I don't understand it. It baffles me a little bit. It is what it is.
Hamza,
I'm still Team Trafford.
Hamza,
I'm
just before,
very disappointed right now.
can I ask you two things real quick?
Yeah.
Do you think that Luis Enrique is a great manager?
Great manager, absolutely. Safe, I've dropped in the Man City group chat. Join.
Okay, do you think he's a great manager? Then yes. So why do you think that he's dropping Donnarumma? Why do you think he's kicking him off the club?
I think Donnarumma doesn't probably.
No, it's clear in the statement from both sides. Luis Enrique is kicking him off the club.
I'll tell you what does worry me. What does worry me a little bit with this Donnarumma stuff, and it's only games I've noticed, we are going to have to change the way we play football now. We are going to have to. Because, no, it's not just that. The guy's not great at distribution. He's just not. So we're either going to change our style up and we're going to go long ball. Because the trouble is at 26, are you really going to change? Are you going to coach kicking into him? I'm not sure. They may do. They may. Because there was a reason. Enrique dropped him because of his kicking ability. That, let's be honest, that was clear, isn't it? His shot stopping is phenomenal. Totally agree. But his kicking is because he can't play the Enrique way. Chevalier can. He wanted a ball-playing goalie who could play out from the back. A little bit. Do you remember when David De Gea got beat without United? Great shot stopper, but absolute garbage at distribution. Do you remember that? And everyone was a bit, ooh, what are they doing? So he will take some adjustment. I don't believe Trafford did come in as number 2. Not with his quotes, not with his history, not with the way he originally left the club, not him turning down Newcastle's number 1 spot. He could go to Newcastle and be their number 1 in the Champions League. But he's decided, he came home. I listened to him. I don't know if anyone was at the open training session, and he said, I'm here to fight for number 1. He's got no chance now. He's got no chance.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No
and again,
this is Claudio Bravo 2.0. I'm not.
So, did we buy him to flip him? I don't know.
Why do? And I'll pose this question again, Hamza. Why do you think
Donnarumma left?
Why he's been not left? Why is he being forced out of the club? Because this is what's happening. He's being forced out of the club there. Why is this happening to him? If he's such a good keeper, world class and everything, why is he being forced out of the club?
I think what's happened is apparently, early August, what's the name? Luis Enrique had a bust up with him, and I think he went for Lucas Chevalier. And
That's who I wanted. I said it all summer.
Yeah, I think the Lucas Chevalier, after that bust up between Luis Enrique and Donnarumma, after he said, listen, we're going to move on. I know Donnarumma is one of the best keepers in the world, but I think Lucas Chevalier being this French keeper and Donnarumma having this, he refused to sign a contract last season. I think that has led to this. I think that's what he's held for a contract. He's holding them on a hostage of taking this 300,000 a week. He wants to be rewarded, but I think PSG have failed to reward him, and I think they disrespected. He feels disrespected.
Hamza,
no. Hang on, stop. Let's talk factual. Have you read Luis Enrique's statement, Hamza?
He wants a different type of goalkeeper.
Hang on, no. Have you read? I'm just trying to. Have you read Luis Enrique's statement tonight, Hamza?
He said in the Super Cup he's number 1 or something like that.
No.
He said,
this is my decision to let him go, and my decision alone.
He wants a new type of goalkeeper. He said these words. He's not the type of keeper that I want. This is what he said.
Listen, I have no problem with being ruthless. Again, I will say no problem with being ruthless, but now you've got to be ruthless with everyone, not just for your favourites.
Well, we're not ruthless with some players.
I think it's a hard one. Because I wanted Chevalier, but Edison wants to leave. So who else do you recruit? You have to. I know James Trafford but he's not proven. And I don't think Pep is a guy who gives
But
youngsters.
then that's the end of the academy. Then don't
No,
complain
need
about
homegrown
Cole
players.
Palmer.
not the end.
Don't complain about a Cole Palmer moving forward. Then.
Pep Guardiola was the reason why Cole Palmer wanted to be loaned out. Pep Guardiola made the mistake by selling him. Yeah, it doesn't mean that the players want to leave. Some youngsters will say, "Listen,
Cole Palmer wanted to leave." No, Hamza, I know for a fact Cole Palmer wanted to leave because he wasn't going to get the game time.
He wanted to go on loan, Ahad.
Yeah, because he wasn't getting the game time.
Even with Mara's out, did he just not?
Did Pep not decide? Did Pep not decide that Cole Palmer, if you're going to leave this football club, you leave for good rather than you being loaned out? But
Yes,
Palmer,
do you know what? Do you know, Hamza, the conversation was very clear. We want you to stay and fight for your place.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer was, I want to play. Pep could not guarantee him that.
But
we've got to stop this fairyland of players fight. They don't. Players are egotistical employees. They're not fans. They're employees. They're not fighting with anyone.
So let's say, for example, do you want to give all these youngsters chances?
No. What I'm saying is, don't complain if the youngsters go. I'm not saying don't be ruthless. I'm saying then you can't pick and choose who you're being ruthless with. If we're going to be ruthless, we're ruthless with everyone then.
Martin,
so who are we leaving off of a Champions League squad then? Because it looks like we're bringing in 2 foreign players and we still need like 3 to leave. Who's getting left out?
You do all know a bid's coming tonight for Rico Lewis that was rejected. That could go up in an offer, yeah.
Oh, Rico Lewis bid.
I thought Forest were taking McAtee. What about that?
Yeah.
They're taking Rico Lewis. They're taking both?
They've taken McAtee and they've now bidded 25 plus 5 for Rico Lewis. That was rejected. They are going to try again.
Then we have to keep Trafford because we have quotas to follow for Champions
League. No, Kel. Nah, see, look, you're dancing around the way you want
academy trained players for Champions League.
But they're not sitting on a bench.
Then are we just not going to have a squad for the Champions League? Is that how
that means we're going for a right back?
This is
not
part
necessarily.
of the problem. This is part of the problem. So, for example, next summer, if we decide we need to buy an Adam Wharton, just remember that name, by the way, Adam Wharton. Just little heads up.
Yeah, I
had linked to him for a while now.
I
had months ago.
So if it's Adam Wharton and not the Labour, we can't move them because we're going to trust the club.
I have a little theory on that too. I think we're going to bring Morgan Rogers back. Academy trained.
Morgan Rogers.
I think we might bring him back.
Oh, yeah, Morgan Rogers.
That's my theory.
Oof.
There was a reason he wanted Morgan Gibbs White. There was a reason he wanted Gibbs White. Everyone went up the wall about it.
We would have wasted that money.
Yeah, because we need homegrown players. And
no, Hamza, if your academy players aren't going to play when they want to play, and you're going to have to sell them, you're going to have to buy a Morgan Gibbs White or a Morgan Rogers or a Wharton. You're going to have to.
You have to buy Wharton. No, Wharton's a good player. Wharton's good.
But again, Wharton. Okay, then. So another example, Nico Gonzalez. Everyone's gone mad about Nico Gonzalez. Kelster was one of them. Why is Nico not playing? Why is Nico not playing? Why is Nico not playing? If you want to be ruthless, Nico might not make it.
I'm starting to see the light on that.
Well, Martin, that's
why you don't see me complaining about.
That's how great clubs. What the great clubs do.
That's all I'm saying. If we're going to be ruthless, then everyone's ruthless. Martin, if Nico G has to go after 6 months, he goes.
He's the wrong one to go. That's all I'm saying.
Martin, then you have to blame the recruitment that brought them in. You have to say
keeping a 35-year-old over a 20-year-old
guys.
No, stop. No, stop.
I think Wharton's a good player. You need to keep Wharton for English quarter.
Again, it's the other side of it. Rodrigo is leaving Madrid because he wants to play. He doesn't want to sit on a bench.
So we're going to have some problems next summer shifting Omar Marmoush. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Yes.
He's not sitting on a bench.
Ding. Kelster's got the holding one there.
$300K a week. And we're going to bench him.
What I had.
Great business.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is
Mark-
running this club? We're like chickens with our heads cut off. We sound like Chelsea right now.
We're not. No, we're not. No, Kelstar. This is the Real Madrid model that everyone wanted.
And I did not sign up for this.
But what
I don't
I
want
heard,
to be Real Madrid.
what I heard from last week, Palace will sell Eze. Palace will not sell Mateta. Palace will not sell Morton. No, Morton's next year. He's got gentlemen's, I think 70 million or something like that. So to me, Wharton, Kovacic is leaving next year. Gundogan will be gone next year. We'll have Nico G, Rodri, and Reinders. And probably you need another midfielder. That's when you bring the likes
That's
of
a good core,
Nico
too.
Ryler. What about Nico Ryler?
Safe, you know.
I'd rather just keep him instead of signing Wharton, but nobody wants to.
There's a guy who's trying to join.
I'd give Nico O'Reilly a chance.
And this is the thing that I go.
Again, go with it. I've no problem. Just we have to be consistent now. That's all I'm saying.
My thing, by the way, with it's not about Trafford. It's about Donnarumma. I just don't think that Donnarumma is worth the gamble of losing Trafford. I think Donnarumma is an average keeper who doesn't give his all for the club when he's playing. And this is shown by the rest of his.
We've got a bumper from Fabrizio Romano. I'll just read it. Donnarumma, whose agent, we said it Enzo Raiola. We said it was Mino Raiola's agent. That was Haaland, as we said earlier. We're shocked by PSG. There's zero respect by the club after 4 years together. We'll consider the situation also with our legal team. Gigio was even ready to reduce his salary. But PSG changed the conditions again.
So he's being kicked off the club.
Yeah.
So it wasn't to do with the contract.
40 million. Give him 10.
So they just kicked him now.
They backtracked on that thing.
Well, we should give him one of the medicine bids then. Why do we always have to overpay? Why don't we lowball someone?
This is the thing. Why do we want to get a Donnarumma when he's literally being kicked off the club?
I'd take him as a second keeper. I'd make him our top keeper.
I've got an answer for that. Yeah. First, you've said that Donnarumma won 300k a week. Well, in the statement that Fabrizio just dropped, he said that he was willing to lower his salary. So he doesn't want 300k a week, does it? And second of all, why are we questioning why Luis Enrique wants to get rid of him? Why don't you ask the real question, why Pep does want him?
I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know. I cannot tell you.
He's not a Pep keeper at all.
Forget Luis Enrique, because Luis Enrique is not going to be his manager. He's going to be managed by Pep. If we sign him. So you need to ask the question before you ask why Luis Enrique is getting rid of him. Why does your manager, Pep Guardiola, wants to sign him?
I don't know. And this is the thing for me. I don't understand. I think this is a mistake that we're doing. Well, and it's fine. People make mistakes.
Maybe because he looked at the way football is going and he's trying to change his way with Pep Linda.
But why is the best team on the planet allegedly then moving in the opposite direction?
Well, players go.
No, he's not going. He's being forced out of the club. Why are they forcing him out the club then? This is the issue then for me now. It's even worse now.
They force him out of the club, like happened with Kvaratskhelia, because he fell out with Conte. Conte told him to go. Were you saying that, we shouldn't go for Kvaratskhelia at the time because he was being forced out of the football club by Conte?
It's not that. It's because. Did you read that Luis
No. I asked. It was a simple question. Kvaratskhelia in January, he fell out with Antonio Conte, and Antonio Conte told him to go. It was available.
The circumstances are not the same, though.
Right there, it was available in January transfer window. Yeah, are you telling me that in January would you not take Kvaratskhelia because he fell out with the manager? You got kicked out from.
No, Napoli? I would no, Mateus, the situations are different in this one.
Are you applying to Donnarumma?
No, it's not, because the situation is different. Kvaratskhelia fell off with Conte, apparently, according to what came out in the media. Because I'm not an ITK, I don't know. I can only go from what I've heard, from what I've read on the media right now.
Well, you
the Kvaratskhelia situation. No, I'm not an ITK. I never claimed to be. What came out in the media with Kvaratskhelia was he fell out with Conte because he wanted to move. He was forcing a move. This is why he fell off. This is not the same apparently with Donnarumma. And according to the Luis Enrique statement, he's forcing him out the club because he doesn't want to play a keeper of the style of Donnarumma. That's what he said.
Yeah, okay, that's what he said. But according to various reports that just dropped now, forget about Luis Enrique, what Luis Enrique said. Why does your manager, because Luis Enrique is not going to be
I don't know
anymore, why does Pep Guardiola, because we all came up with this play out the back BS, which is just crap, because 90% of the team that we've been facing for the past 2 seasons, they're not even pressing our centre halves anymore.
You know why?
So why is it?
No. You know why?
Why is it your manager Pep Guardiola fancies him?
Do you know why the managers they don't bother pressing us anymore? You know why?
Because if Pep Guardiola believes he's a right for his system of the way that he wants to play next season, so why are you saying don't buy him? Because Pep Guardiola is the one who's going to be managing that squad.
I don't understand why Pep wants this. This is the point. I think it's a mistake. I think Pep is making a mistake. This is my point. I don't know better than Pep, by the way. I'm supposedly to be a Pep.
Paulo, you're the one that tells me back the club.
We're just having a discussion.
I do. No, I never say back the club. No, Hamza, I don't say back the club.
You need to back your club.
No, Hamza, I don't say back the club.
Okay, so you have to back what Pep said. He
But
wants
Hamza, I don't say this.
Take him as the number 1. You have to accept it. He's decided.
Hamza.
Pep has decided he prefers to have winners and quality, experienced players, and he's not going to take. And you know one thing, let me say, name me a player that Pep has taken as a youngster, like 3 or 4 youngsters. He doesn't do that.
Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets.
One second.
We signed Gvardiol when he was 20 years old.
Yeah, but
BK.
Vardio's proven.
BK.
Not according to some people. They say we can't sell the uncles because we don't have the experience, but they want
Hamza, BK.
Pep doesn't risk with youngsters. Ask anyone.
BK.
Gerard
BK was a youngster.
Yeah, but he was young out of many, and he was a good player. That United.
Yeah, Busquets. Busquets was a nobody. He fucked off Yaya Toure to get Busquets in the team.
He had played him in Barcelona B.
Yeah, but he's still a youngster.
Okay,
So you're moving the goalpost again.
Busquets is one.
No. Now I've got one question.
Philip Lahm. He was pretty young.
Now I've got one question for all of you. Yeah. So Pep Guardiola, when he went to when he became a Barcelona first team manager, he got kicked out. He kicked out Yaya Toure because Yaya Toure doesn't fit the way he wants to play, or he doesn't view Yaya Toure as the holding midfielder that he wants. So are you telling me that we shouldn't go and get Yaya Toure of Barcelona because he got kicked out by Pep?
No, but this is not what I've been saying. Like, I think it is a mistake.
No. You've been asking a question. Wait there. You've been asking a question. Oh, why is Luis Enrique? He's getting kicked out. So why Luis Enrique wants to kick him out and say he preferred a different type of goalkeeper than Donnarumma, which is fine. Yeah. Same happened with Yaya Toure. Got kicked out by Guardiola because he preferred a different type of DM. Are you saying that Manchester City shouldn't go for Yaya Toure at the time because he just got kicked out by the best manager in the world?
Again, this is the thing. No, Mateus, this is where we used to play a different style to that Pep Guardiola side. So great players can fit different style. The style we play is quite similar to the way that Luis Enrique plays. And this is why I'm confused.
Pep Guardiola is changing his style, isn't it?
He's not going to change his principles. Like, he's not going to go drop back 10 men behind the ball. He's not going to do that, isn't it? His principle, he's going to change his style, but his principle is still going to be keep the possession.
Okay, so he's got
Pep's not going to ever move.
Okay, he's got a principle. He's changing his style. Do you not think that's the reason why he wants a different type of goalkeeper as well?
Absolutely.
No, again, but this is the thing. If you have a keeper who's atrocious with his feet, which Donnarumma is, the building out from the back thing, it's never going to happen. And you're going to put even more pressure on the 6 to be able to progress the ball up the field.
From the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where you have a. This
No,
is
no.
where
When
you.
was the last time
So
we built Aston
Saturday
Villa?
last week against
If
It's
Palmeiras.
Saturday last
90% of
week.
the
Yes.
teams that we face in the
Against
Premier
Palmeiras
League,
last week.
if
Against
90%
Palmeiras
of
last
the
week.
Premier League teams we face is going to sit deep, yeah, because
You know why,
they
Mateus?
sit down in the halfway line most of the time.
You know why,
No.
Mateus?
Matthias, you mean no. You look at the last game. Last,
Can I
the
destroy
last,
this with?
I'm sorry.
I'll destroy him in this one. Many managers from the Premier League came out and already said there's no point at pressing Manchester City because Ederson is always going to be able to play as if he's a outfield player. It's not because we got this given right to be at their 6-yard box. It's because it's useless to press when you have a keeper like Ederson. Just the same as Guardiola himself said it when he faced Benfica.
Right.
He
Cool.
said there's no point at pressing them, so I'm just going to drop slightly deeper.
Okay,
When
that's
Ederson
fine.
was there.
You said that. You said that the
Donnarumma
play out the
is
back is very
proven goal.
important for the way we play. But the manager that has implemented this style, because he implemented the way we play, is the same one that wants the goalkeeper that you said is atrocious with his feet.
Yeah, and this is why I think it's a mistake. This is why I think.
The other thing is with this fan base is doing, yeah, which I found very hypocrite. All of them, yeah, is this thing. Oh, what's happened to Trafford now? What do you mean? What happened to Trafford? When we signed Trafford 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, yeah, the fan base was eluding themselves that Trafford is going to be number 2, Ederson will still be number 1. Wait there, it's going to be learning with Ederson. All this crap that people were saying, why all of a sudden now you feel sorry for Trafford? But when we signed him, you said he's not good, he's not ready to be number 1. But you still fancy Ederson to stay. Now we're picking up.
This is just disingenuous.
Hang on. Just let me answer.
No. Wait there.
Go on, Martin.
Listen to you. They did interrupt. Yeah.
Well, I haven't spoken for 10 minutes.
Why is it? Yeah. Now we've been literally been out to Ederson and bringing Donnarumma. Oh my God, I feel sorry for Trafford.
Because you've got a name.
What's that all about?
No. I'll tell you why.
Why is it? If Trafford got this mentality,
FIFA merchants,
why is it Trafford can't compete with Donnarumma to be number 1?
Merchants like yourself are very happy at the minute because you've got your names, and that's
No, but
fine.
he's a top proven keeper.
No problem with that. But let me explain. Right, because I'll stay quiet for 10 minutes. Thing is with Trafford, why people saying Trafford is because as a fan, we're meant to be emotional. Are we not? Are we not meant to be emotional?
Yeah.
Right. Are we not meant to? And you know this, Matthias, yourself. Do we not have a soft spot on the academy and the young boys who come through the ranks? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I can't see you. Wait, safe. Safe. If your GS is working, put your mic on, rejoin and come up.
What I'm trying to say is, a young lad like Trafford, who had the opportunity, remember, to go to Newcastle as their number 1.
Shit. Veto was there.
Newcastle are in the Champions.
Sorry,
Martin.
Newcastle are in the Champions League. They are there. Trafford can go there, be their number 1, and do it. City go no, because he says, I want to come home. I want to give it, because like he said on the open training, I want my chance to be the number 1. I can't wait. Coming back home is a dream. Yes, it is emotional, but football fans are emotional. Yeah? That's why they give Phil Foden and Oscar Bob and Rico Lewis one of the loudest cheers. That's just the way fans are. So Rico Lewis, so Phil, James Shepard's come back, and within 2 weeks, he knows Ederson is going out in 1 year. He knows Edison's gone in 1 year's time because he's out of contract, and that's what we all thought. Ederson puts out a statement 3 weeks ago, I'm going nowhere. I'm staying here all summer. Don't worry, I'm going nowhere. Trafford comes in, right, I'll learn off you for a year, I'll do the cup games, then I'm getting the number 1 spot. And then you bring in one of the top goalies in the world, which Donnarumma is, and I'm not disputing that one. he's never getting that number one spot, other than the odd Carabao Cup game. That's where I think people feel sorry for Trafford a little bit. It looks like a flip. Looks like you brought him in to flip him for money back. And it's a bit cold, it's a bit calculus, and it's a bit ruthless. And again, that's fine. I feel you lose your soul playing that game. And to me, Real Madrid are a soulless club. Real Madrid are a soulless club.
At Trafford, I've seen enough of Trafford to suggest that he's going to be he's capable to be the number one next season.
Next season,
No,
you
I
mean?
don't think we've seen enough, but
So how is Trafford ever going to improve then?
no, he is to earn it, but to earn it will be with what he continues to do off the pitch, like in training. It's also whenever he gets his spot to be sound, right? And again, I think we're anticipating as a club the exit of Ortega, the exit of Ederson, and if it happens to be Donnarumma that comes through, in addition to Trafford, they compete. But they'll have to compete. I think that's
where
natural.
I disagree. I don't think there will be any competing.
And this goes to Mateos as well. Can you guys give me, because since it is the goal is to win to win the league and win everything, can you give me an example of a side that had two competing keepers that won something?
You're talking. We're talking. Well, hold on. What I'm referring to is next season, not this season. This season, we all agree Ederson is number one, right?
Why?
Yep.
Why is Ederson number one?
Yeah.
Because of him being number one previous seasons, this being his last season, and
being the person of a torch.
If anything, he'd have to lose his number one. But right now, he's number one.
Well,
I don't think number one is up in the air. I don't think
we've signed 2 new goalkeepers because both of goalkeepers that we had last season weren't good enough. So if we've signed 2 new goalkeepers this season, why are we still keeping Ederson number one?
Because it's his to lose. I don't think we bring in players and then no one has their spot. No one's the number one choice, right?
I disagree with that, mate.
We go out and get so when we go out and get additional players at the wing position, right?
Rodrigo's being the number one guy when he comes in. That's the reason he's leaving Real Madrid. That's the reason he's leaving Real Madrid, Beto.
But hold on. Is that because we see a quality difference between Rodrigo?
No, that's because what happened was, and this came directly from Real Madrid people, he kicked off when he got subbed in the second half of the cup final.
No. His drama over there at Real Madrid, I get all that.
Yeah, because he was dropped. That's what I'm saying. He was dropped. Wasn't because he was out of form. He just, whatever it was, he threw a paddy at half time in the changing room. Maria confirmed that with LB. So he's not going to sat on a bench.
But Martin, if he comes to Manchester City at left wing, the only reason why many would say he's number one is because of the other players not at his level at left wing. We everyone on this panel in the spaces and obviously on YouTube, we hear how they talk about Savinho, how they talk about Doku, how they talk about Grealish. So because of that, everyone would put Rodrigo as number one. I don't think it's the same when we look at Ederson.
No, I'm not. My worry for Rodrigo, well, I don't have an issue. Like I said, I don't have an issue with any of the signings. Is a worry for Mamouche. I won't lie, I do worry for Mamouche.
Play right wing, you can play right. Rodrigo can play multiple positions, can play right wing, and even that lady said it, and I said it before.
Yeah, no, I know Hamza, but
he wants to play left wing.
Good evening, people. Good evening.
So what are you doing with Cherka? What are you doing with Cherka? Bob?
No, but that's what that lady said even, and I've been saying that. Rodrigo wants to play. He's been benched against Xabi Alonso.
That's my point. Yeah, that's my point. He wants to play.
No, but he was entire the whole World Club Cup. He got benched, like literally disrespected. A top quality starter for Brazil got no.
But that's what I mean, Hamza. So, but if you're going to be ruthless, that's been ruthless.
But they even gave youngsters called some run. Who is that youngsters that played? The 3 youngsters are starting ahead of Rodrigo. That he was not even given.
Gonzalez, the striker.
Gonzalez, and there's another. Yeah, and I think, to me, Rodrigo can play right wing. The lady said it today. What's the Maria said? right wing, he can play midfield. As long as he plays, he's happy. And
Hamza, can I clear something up real quick?
The only guarantees, Brian Diaz was ahead of him, the Gonzalez was ahead of him, the Goulet was ahead of him. For a player like Rodrigo,
So are we saying that any quality player, any quality attacking players that becomes available in this market, we shouldn't not get them because we're worrying what's happened to Oscar Bob, what's happened to
No,
really?
No, Matthias, yes, I am saying that in a way. I don't think you can buy everyone. Otherwise, every team would buy everyone.
Okay, so what about having quality options on the bench available when you need?
this doesn't work.
There's a difference.
Well,
it depends on what.
Because we won the treble.
Guys, it does work.
And then everyone demanded to leave.
No, okay, but okay, hold on. Let me address that.
That's the bit. That's the bit you all miss out all the time.
No.
You all miss out that part. It's convenient.
Martin. Let me speak on this real quick.
I'm just giving you facts because I know that direct from the club.
Yeah, but so someone said it doesn't work. The point is from a club standpoint, you need to continue to refresh. You need to continue to have and you need to continue to have competition. Now, the cycle of football for players and their agents talking in their ear, they have to leave. We've seen us stacked with 2 players per position. Do they remain here long? No. Is it 2 years, maybe 3, and someone's moving on? That's the cycle we need to get more comfortable with.
You have to get used to it.
No, and that's fine. And that's why I said earlier on in my space, the days of statues are over there.
No.
But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Not across the board.
I'm okay with that.
You're gonna
Can I
get.
ask a question? Can I quickly ask a question? So,
how many statues do you want to build?
One sec. In the years gone by, one sec. In the years gone by,
you're never going to have another legend because you get rid of them after 2 years.
Not really, but Martin, can you just tell me this here? So,
true.
In the years gone by, when we won league titles, when we won, let's say, Premier Leagues and other cups, we obviously won the treble. Every summer, you remember that one summer, was it 2022, where they said about 7 players want to leave? Was it 2021, where Mahrez, Laporte, all of these players, they wanted to leave, right?
Yeah.
And that's just
Laporte, thank you. That's another good one.
and that's just the nature of football. You can't really control all of these things. You have to the thing is, you have to keep them as long as you can, and after that, if someone brings in a respectable offer, you have to let them go. That's the reality.
I say, by the way, welcome back. I agree with that. I have no problem with that. What I'm saying is, if we're going to be ruthless, let's just be ruthless then. But we have to accept you are going to lose players.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Then we're okay with that.
There's also one more confusion I have with all of this.
That's not been Manchester City ever, Matthias, and I think that's part of the problem. City have never acted this way. They've never been this cold.
That's true, but Martin, at the same time, what I also don't understand from what we've been discussing so far is, so you see how everyone's been reacting to this Donnarumma news that, Enrique is forcing him out, blah blah blah. The fact that it's a red flag. So if we're going by that logic, can we not apply the same logic to Rodrigo, who's been forced out because clearly Xabi Alonso does not believe that he's the answer to any of his solutions, and then he's being forced out, and then he's costing 80 million, and we're basically going to plug and play him in the system anywhere, and then hoping like it works. I totally get there are 2 good names here, and if you told any general football fan that you'd be signing Donnarumma and Rodrigo in one window, you'd be like, wow, that's top business. But unfortunately, based on the signings we've seen, and I think everything revolves around Pep, right? So we know how Pep is, we know how particular he is with certain players. So it always comes down to the point where, do we really think Pep is going to use him? Do you really think, like, even in January, like we saw Nico Gonzalez come in, and then, I mean, we've all seen what's happened, right? So Kovacic, Gundogan, Spain, all of this. Mind you, obviously, I see there's also been a lot of toxicity because I'll be honest with you guys. I took a break because I think people have honestly lost their minds. I think we've actually made some very good signings, and not surprising at all, the fact that Tijani Reinders looks an absolute baller. Mind you, Hamza sitting there telling me he's GA and stuff all the time. But
why did you resign to Gianni Reinders? What happened to Rico Lewis' development in midfield?
yeah, but he's always good. He was. I think the thing with that is, yeah, and this is the last thing I'll say on that. One second. With Rico Lewis, listen, if he stays, it's okay. If he goes, once again, it's okay. It's the same as Savio. I don't think they're like game changers or difference makers per se. At least not right now at this moment in time, because they could become great in the future. But if the club clearly is indicating that they have a policy where they want to bring players in to win now, then obviously, bro, whoever gets sacrificed has to get sacrificed. Be it Savio, be it
Do you know what it is for me?
Listen to
The
me.
same apply for Donnarumma.
Signing Rodrigo and signing Donnarumma are not the same. For example, if we sign Rodrigo, he has
No, I'm
potential.
saying they're both want-aways, right? So that the managers don't think they're the solutions to the team system, and they don't fit.
You know what's happening. No. You know what's happening in Real Madrid. Real Madrid has a lot of Brodsky. Listen to me. I think signing Donnarumma is a very, very, very bad sign. This guy cannot play with his feet. You think? You watched the last year Champions League, and
Yep.
you think this guy is very good. I don't think he's not. I don't think he's good. I don't even think he's
Bro, I
better
agree
than
with you, but let me ask you a question on the flip side, yeah?
Listen,
So,
I want to give an example about this goalkeeper. Look at Barcelona. Barcelona signed this year the guy called Garcia, and he's from Espanyol. And Espanyol and Bayern, there's not much difference about. Why can't we give Trafford a chance like Barcelona giving chance Garcia? Why can't we?
you're right, but let me ask you a flip question, yeah? So, obviously, based on whatever you've seen of Trafford so far, do you think Trafford's good with his feet?
No. The problem is not signing Trafford or something. The problem is signing Donnarumma. I think he's too born to Bravo.
I'll be honest with you. Listen, everyone, but at the end of the day, yeah, everyone has opinions on these things, and I will never disagree with that, yeah. And I
And the
think,
problem,
obviously,
and the other problem, and the other
there's
problem,
definitely
listen,
problems with Donnarumma as well. But one
the other
second.
big problem, listen to me 1 minute. The other big problem is the guy is demanding 300.
Yeah, but listen, if the club wants to pay him that, then that's up to them, bro. They know better. I'll be honest.
Hang on.
That's not. That's not.
Can I say something about
I think you're getting the same wages as Edison. I'll be honest, which is still very high, but yeah.
No, 1 minute. If you look at every department and you see this sign and analyze it, it's a very bad sign. It's not Manchester City type of
Listen,
goalkeeper.
at the end of the day,
And the guy is
all I'll say is the only
embarrassing.
thing that irks me about this whole Donnarumma signing is not the fact that the name is Donnarumma and he's most likely coming in now. We've reached an agreement, blah blah blah. All of that is done. I think the only thing that irks me is the club that we're getting him from signed the goalkeeper by the name of Lucas Chevalier. Why could we not have pursued Lucas Chevalier when he was still at his former club? And then
You are
let
right.
Edison go wherever he wanted, because that would have been the smarter choice, right?
Bro,
But
you're
then
right.
now we're in this
Bro, you're right.
predicament where
I'd agree.
I don't know,
No,
suddenly
We need to sign
Edison's
players that the
decided to
manager
say like
wants.
he's gone
you
Galatasaray,
are
and then
right. You are right. Can I ask every
Well,
person
we
in the
need to
panel?
sign players that the
Do you
manager
think
rates and the
okay?
manager
I want
wants.
to ask you.
yeah.
I want to ask you a question. Every one of you. I want to ask you a question. Every one of you. Do you think Donnarumma is a Manchester City typical goalkeeper? Kind of player.
Yeah.
No, I
Donnarumma.
think we're going to change. I think we're going to change style.
Okay, but let me ask you this:
I don't think he's a
Can I
complete
ask
opposite
everyone a
to
question
this.
over here? One sec. Can I ask everyone a question? Aside Tijani Reinders, aside Ryan Itnouri, what player can you name who's a typical Manchester City signing? Because I'll tell you, none of them. Marmoush is not really a typical Man City signing
Turkey.
either.
I think Mamouche in Turkey are though.
Yeah.
Not Marmoush would never be a man like a Pep type of player like 2-3 years
I
ago.
think-
Never.
I think he
What
is. I think he
But the
is.
thing is,
Wait,
listen, guys. The only thing I'll say is, the thing is, I think while they're addressing all of this, listen, they can one second.
No. We are not talking. Okay, the goalkeeper and the other positions in the game are different. For example, why Guardiola get rid of Hart?
Because he didn't feel like he was the right keeper. That's
He
why.
made the right decision.
What's the difference between Hart and Donnarumma? Tell me what's the difference? Because
One is
Hart
Italian, the other English.
Sorry, I've got
Whoa.
I've got to jump in 2 minutes of the show. But genuine question. I've got a question for everyone. And just think, because I agree. Listen, I'm seeing both sides of the argument
Yeah.
or the debate. It's not an argument, a debate. I agree. People are saying Trafford's unproven. Agree at the top level. Unless you give Trafford the #1 spot for a good amount of games. Because, by the way, I heard this today. Play him in the odd FA Cup and play him in the dead rubber Champions Leagues.
Crazy.
Well, then he's still not going to learn anything because he's in a dead rubber game. He's not playing at the Bernabeu, so he's not learning.
It's not like a high stakes game.
Yeah, there's no learning ability going in there.
That's not fair.
There's not beta. There's not beta because you only learn as a former manager. You learn under the conditions. You don't learn in the game.
a dead rubber could be for us. The result of the game doesn't matter for our advancing with regards to championship.
So we're playing different then. We're playing in a different way as we would at the Bernabeu when it matters.
We're playing different, but how we would have to defend, how he would have to be a keeper.
Because he changes the 11. Okay, then do you think he changes the whole? If we were playing, I'm trying to think of a team, and I don't want to sound disrespectful to Red Star Belgrade.
Shakhtar Donetsk.
Shakhtar Donetsk. Do you remember when we played Mike Hamilton?
Yeah.
And it was a dead rubber. And we gave
Mike Hamilton scored.
And he scored a goal.
Yeah, he did.
You never saw it.
No, but a keeper's different. Judging an attacking player and judging a keeper in a dead rubber is very different.
Because he's got a different defense in front of him.
Yeah, most likely he's going to have a weaker defense in front of him. So
exactly. So it's not a real test of a theory, is it? It's like, the way it is for me is Musiala only became Musiala at Bayern by being a flop at Chelsea and by being given the opportunity at Bayern Munich to play as a youngster. They didn't go out and get the shiny toy, which again, there's no problem with shiny toy. I'm not saying there's a problem with that. What I'm saying is, my debate is to the people going, they don't have the experience. They're never getting the experience unless
Martin, I know
you
need to go. I know you need to go, but let me say this real quick. My issue with many of these conversations is the thought of 1 year being 10 years.
Yeah, I agree.
If Trafford needs to wait 1 year, right? Yeah. We signed him. He's got to wait a year before he can prove himself. I think that's okay. If we're going out.
Also, mind you,
Vesa, we're doing this as though Edison's gone and done a room.
No, that's fine. But Martin, let me just add one thing, yeah? So with the whole Trafford thing, I agree, like, obviously, the fact that, it on paper, it looks really bad. Like, the club said, Edison was going to stay. And I don't know what the situation is right now. Clearly, it's changed. And they told him, like, you'll be the main keeper from next year onwards.
Did they say that?
Now, obviously, the situation has changed again. All I have to say to that is, firstly, that is the nature of football. There's no promises in football. I'm sorry, like you can't promise players anything and then expect it to pan out as exactly as you told them. The second thing is Trafford himself knew it is entirely possible that even next year, City could go out, and if they don't feel like he's really that guy, they could have still gone out next year and gotten like a #1 keeper from the market. So I don't think his situation. So once again,
listen to me, Martin. The James Trafford career at Manchester City is finished. There's no more James Trafford fighting for first place.
The only thing I'll say.
No, I think he'll fight for a year and then I think he'll give up.
No.
Yeah, so Martin, the thing is, a lot of.
Listen to me. In goalkeeper situation, there is no fighting. You pick one person.
Yeah, I agree. There is.
No, there's no fighting.
Because it didn't work with Rayo.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
But in this case, there is.
Listen to me. Do you remember when Arteta by?
Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, I agree. It didn't work.
He said, "You are finished." That's why what's happening to James Trafford right now.
And that's why Ramsdale left.
Yeah, but
Ramsdale
listen, I
left
think we're
because
exaggerating a
he
bit
did.
too much.
You're
I'll be honest,
exaggerating,
Martin.
man.
At the end of the
No,
day,
I'll
he knew
tell
that.
you why. Sorry, safe to tell you why. Again, I'm going to give you some insight. Trafford did think that there was no Donnarumma coming in when Trafford signed. There wasn't.
Mm.
The plan was Edison was going in a year, as data is pointing back. The idea was Edison was staying because he made that statement, which just tells you footballers lie. They
Yeah.
just do. Edison made his statement. I'm going to stay. He was not going to sign an extension. He was going out on a 1 year. He was going out on a free next summer, and I think then it was Trafford. You'll get your opportunity. This Donnarumma does change because Donnarumma is not coming in to fight anybody.
Yeah. Martin, let me ask you a question
Donnarumma
now.
is,
Yeah.
I am the boy. You sit
Yeah,
down, mate.
but
And
Martin, okay, just think of it this way, and I want to ask this question from everyone. Yeah. So we know the situation with Edison now. Why has no one questioned the situation from Edison's angle? Why has the keeper come out and
because I
said,
think we knew.
"Okay, I'm
I
going
think
to
we knew.
stay"? No, one sec. The keepers come out and said, "I'm going to stay." The club have then made a backup signing for a keeper
Mhm.
as like a contingency plan based on the fact that the main keeper is staying. Trafford was already told this is happening. Then the situation has now turned around where the main keeper, who was supposed to be the number one for this coming season,
No.
has
I
turned
think
around and gone, "No,
I think.
I'm one sec,
Listen
one
to
sec.
me.
I'm going to Galatasaray." So in
Yeah.
that
Do you know what
position,
changed it?
one sec.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
know
but
what
Martin,
changed it?
the question I want to ask is in that
Galatasaray did.
situation. Yeah, but in that situation, what do you as a football club do? Do you just go with Trafford as then you sign like another backup keeper, like a
No,
mediocre
I agree.
one?
Do you know what? It's safe. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Mm,
got a problem with Donnarumma.
yeah.
Just I think I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying it's cold. It's ruthless.
It is cold, but
Yeah,
just
And
the
that's
nature of
what
football, I'll be
that's
honest.
what
I
Yeah.
get it's
No,
cold
just
and
no,
that's
no,
ruthless,
no,
that's
but
no.
what I'm uncomfortable with.
we also need to apply the
No, no,
same
no, 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 no,
principle
no,
all
no.
across the pitch
Martin, this is not ruthless.
because
This seems to me like there was no plan. There was no plan.
I,
I don't
I,
think this is like a sudden thing, bro. I don't
I,
No,
think
no,
I
there
this
was
is
no
like a
plan.
no plan
You can
thing.
see,
No, I'm sorry.
you can see with your own eyes. There was no plan. There was no links about Donnarumma
I
two
mean,
weeks
they've
ago,
been
or 1
linked
week
for
ago,
three
or 2
months.
days ago.
they've been linked for quite a while, but
They're
no,
No,
linked
no, there
for
was no
they've been
links.
linked for about 3 months,
About
bro.
Manchester United or Chelsea. There
No,
was
no,
no
no.
links.
We were
no,
one of
there
the
was
main
links
names.
as
was
well.
the
No,
one.
we were not the main mains.
No, we were. You need to go and check
Oh
back
my.
3 months.
So,
Edison was planning
sorry,
to leave. We're
As
gonna
soon
get
as
you did.
Edison was leaving in the summer,
yeah.
Donnarumma was one of the main names mentioned as a
No.
replacement for Edison. So this is not something that has just happened. But obviously, listen, whether he's a right signing or wrong signing, I won't argue on that because clearly, like, I'm not going to disagree that at the end
Can
of
I
the
ask
day,
you?
he's got his
Okay,
problems as well.
okay. Can I ask you?
Let me ask you a question.
Can I ask Martin? Can I ask Martin a question? Can I ask
Donnarumma
Martin a question? Why did we sign James Trafford then? What's the
As
bond?
a backup.
as a
That's a
backup? I
backup.
think he was a backup, 100%. Martin, you told me he was a backup.
Right? Do you know this is funny because right?
Said that. No,
Let's
Hamza, no, you're lying now, Hamza, because I've never once told you
Okay, I'll go.
that. That wasn't the plan.
Was he a starter? Was he a starter?
The plan was to come in and start when Edison went. It has changed. Yes.
But
So
you also
but
said
why did
that
we do this?
you
There's
also
another
said that
solution. One
Trafford
second.
won't sign because he doesn't want.
Newcastle has need a
No,
keeper.
Matthias, there's a difference between 1 year knowing you're going to become number one and signing a guy in a 5-year deal who's one of the top goalies in the world.
I think they told him you will become a first goalkeeper.
If you, Matthias, for example,
Yeah.
a company hire you and they say to you, we want you to be the chief exec in a year, so we want you to shadow the outgoing chief exec. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the chief exec, but then in the meantime, when they've hired you to do that job, they hire a
Another
better
one.
chief exec and say you're here for the next 10 years.
I think
How
Martin,
would you feel? How would you feel? Just be that's all I'm looking at, because one thing we don't do as a fan base, and all fans do this,
It's look at it from the player's point of
view.
view. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. James Trafford has just moved his family, bought a house, done all of this stuff, and now it's thanks but no thanks.
No, believe me, I am very angry about the situation. I think they lied to you.
That's all I'm saying. Let's look at it from
I think they say to him,
player's
I think they say to him, you will become first goalkeeper of Manchester City, and they lied.
But I think for
And
me,
that kind of
listen,
thing, and that
They
kind of,
didn't like
and that
him.
kind of situation, is what makes fans very angry.
Do you not think that to be a starter at Manchester City, you have to show that you're good enough to be a starter?
yeah, that's football, man.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
ask you a
No,
question?
no. But how do you show that then if you're a youngster?
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Right, okay,
Daniel?
that's fine. That's fine.
Like,
I think your question is like, what happens to the young players? I get it. I understand. Like we
okay,
want
can I
to
ask you a
see.
question? Can I ask you a question?
Just one second.
One
Just
sec,
one
one
second.
sec.
Hang on,
Just one minute.
just let me say this finish.
Just 1 minute. We as a fan, we like to see players coming through the academy. Like it makes us proud because we show that we actually producing talent is like in-house rather than just going by it. But at the same time, we've got two very talented midfielders in Nick O'Reilly and Rico Lewis, because last season, there has been talks before last season that Pep wants to give Rico Lewis more game time in midfield rather than just play right back. But obviously, last season we had the injury situations. Walker left. Rico Lewis had to play there at the time, which I get it. So, but the plan was we want to see Rico Lewis in midfield because he's a midfielder, and Nick O'Reilly. But when we were linked to Reinders, and everyone was excited, no one questioned what's happened to the development of Nick O'Reilly or Rico Lewis in midfield, because we all knew when we buy Reinders, he's going to be starting no matter what. So why is it we're going out
I
there?
did. Sorry, I actually did say
with
that.
a top goalkeeper, treble winner that
I
been
did
in
say
Europe, big stage, that been there, done it, yeah, for club and country. Now, oh my God, what happened to Trafford? What happened to our youngsters?
No, Matthias, to be fair, I did say that about
me.
O'Reilly. No, Matthias, for me, I did say that because I said that in a space the other night. I have said that. What do you do with an O'Reilly? What do you do with a Bob? I've even questioned Matthias, Rodrigo, what you do with Mamouche.
Yeah, I get it. Say that's yeah. You question why was there
no? Hamza, I know you're going to say stick him on the right, but what are you doing with Cherky and Foden?
No.
There you go.
No.
Can I say one? Can I come in with this Rodrygo situation real quick, because I have a little bit more info. Like, I know some people here in Brazil, and I'm not an ICK, as I said before. I just know some people here in Brazil, and one of those peoples are kind of close to Rodrigo's side, so I know a little bit more about the players' camp than the club side. And Marty knows a little bit more of the club side than me. So everything that Maria told LB today, I've told a couple people this months ago, right? Like, I know a lot about what happened as well. And Rodrigo is not only about being subbed as well. It's about not being able, not having any pathway to play in his preferred position, right? He wants to play in that left-hand side or in the 10, in one of those two roles. So for him to do that, he's not going to be playing on the right side. So one of Cherky and Mamouche are going to be fucked with that, right? They're not going to be playing because we're not going to.
That's a decision for Pep Guardiola to make, not as a fan.
I agree, but I agree. My question is,
Rodrigo for 2 summers, because last summer, we went to speak to Real Madrid about Rodrigo. We presented a deal. Obviously, they didn't take at the time. That's why this summer they said if Manchester City comes again with the same proposal as they did last summer, we might consider accepting. So if you look at that, that means Pep Guardiola wants the player. Where he's going to play is down to Pep Guardiola.
Okay, but once again, Matthias,
can
I don't have a problem.
Let me get
Once
to
again,
this
I
point.
don't have a problem with Rodrigo as a footballer.
If Viana tell Guardiola, right, we're getting the Rodrigo that you so wanted for 2 seasons, Guardiola will go in his room on the drawing board and he will start making the adjustment in the tactics, not us.
Yeah,
no, but this is my point that I'm gonna. You're right.
The problem isn't.
I'm sorry to jump in. Let me make one point. I am literally going in 10 seconds. Then why were fans crying when Nico G was talked about leaving 6 months in them?
Yeah.
And fans were crying. Again, back to my point is, if you're going to be cold with everyone. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if
that's
Nico
true.
G goes in 6 months, he goes in 6 months.
He goes.
We have to
It's
accept
fine,
that
get
then.
someone else in.
And I'll be honest, I think the only reason he's not gone is
Absolutely,
because of the
yeah.
injury to Rodri and Kovacic.
Can I also ask one thing as well? This is was for the point that this
Anyway,
is what
I'm doing a
I was
space
going.
later, so if
Okay.
anyone's around at 12:30, I'll be in a bit. Big up.
Go on.
I was
Craig.
going to ask this to finish my point. Don't you think that it's smarter for City to, instead of spending this money on Rodrigo, keeping Marmoush on that left side and buying a right back?
I think that would be the smartest move we could make this window. What I don't understand
That's not
is
smart
one
move.
second.
That's not smart move.
What I don't understand is
You need
right.
a
So
winger.
we've got two makeshift midfielders as a fullbacks. Fair enough, right? The thing is, and this is another crazy thing to me, right? So Savio, regardless if you doubt his quality or not, regardless if you feel like he's City quality or not, everyone's got different opinions on it, right? He's still fairly usable on the right hand side. My thing is, we're not going in for Rodrigo. A lot of people are saying he can play on the right side, yeah. But then once again, his strength is playing on the left, right? Where we've got Doku, we've also got Marmoush playing off the left. So once again, it's a situation where fair enough, you bring in Rodrigo, no problem, yeah. Where do you then go with the right wing? And when you then start seeing Bernardo Silva cutting down at 31 years of age from the right wing, everyone will lose their heads because there's still no natural right-sided winger. And then people will see Foden on the right wing, and then they'll say, "Oh my God, why is he playing there?" The truth is, Oscar Bob has just come back, right? But we don't know the state of his fitness. We only know the idea of Oscar Bob right now. He's not even played 10 Premier League games in a row for us to have any sort of indication as to how he will settle in, what he will do, how he will perform, right? My thing is, if you now bring in Rodrigo into this entire mix, you're not only taking away the game time from potentially Foden, Cherky, or Bob, you're also then essentially rendering the Marmoush signing useless because if Rodrigo gets running and gets going, and he'll obviously play a lot of games, Marmoush in that case will only play when Haaland is out injured. Will that be okay? And I'll ask two questions in that case here. Is it okay to only use Marmoush as a backup for Haaland, firstly? Secondly, can Marmoush actually be the backup for Haaland? Because far as we've seen, even in the games at Bernabeu, like we also, bro, Pep started Savio as a false nine at the Bernabeu when Marmoush was right there.
Cool.
Do you know what I mean? So
Okay, so do you know right right now, yeah, as it stands, look at our squad, yeah, our attacking line, we've got Doku, Savio, Haaland, Marmoush, Cherky and Foden, right? You've said that where's Marmoush is going to play. Let's say we keep the same attacking players that we have right now.
yeah, same attacking players, yeah.
Who would you pick?
I'm picking
Foden, Turkey, and Marmoush.
yeah, Foden, Cherky, Marmoush.
Right, cool. Okay, so then when is Doku and Savio going to play?
See,
They're gonna
that's the
struggle.
thing. No. But Matthias, that's a great question. You know why? Because for me, it's easier if you tell Doku and Savio that you're rotational pieces for now than bringing in a Rodrigo on 300k a week and telling him you will be rotating and the manager will only play you when he wants to. Do you not get my point? It's easier to rotate a Doku or Savio by just benching them, and eventually, if they leave, that's not a problem. Then bringing in a marquee signing, quote unquote, like Rodrigo, and then benching him for someone like I don't know. You then have to bench Cherky or Foden or Marmoush or one of these
Well,
players.
you've just said that Rodrigo can play on both sides, right?
No,
No.
this is wrong. This
No,
is wrong.
I said he can only play well on the left.
It's a simple
Can
question.
you not play right wing and
No,
number 10?
Mateus, I'm telling you this. One of the
He
main
can only play well on
reasons
the left.
why he
No.
Mateus,
Listen,
one of the main reasons he's leaving Madrid. Mateus, let me finish this.
No, wait there.
Let me finish
Why
this.
he's leaving.
Any solution that you have that involves Rodrigo playing on the right side is useless because one
That's
of the
what I'm
main
saying.
reasons
That's the
why
reason
he's
he's
leaving
leaving Madrid.
Madrid is because he's playing on the right hand side and he doesn't want to do that.
Yep.
If your solution long term is playing Rodrigo on the right side, we're gonna have the same issues that Madrid is having right now because he does not want to do that.
My
He
thing is,
doesn't like that.
Hamza, my thing is,
This is why
no
he wants to
problem,
keep
no
Rodrigo.
problem. Bring in Rodrigo, yeah?
Yeah.
But then For me, instead of getting rid of Savio, it should be Doku that we should be getting rid of in that case.
Do you really?
As I said before, I
I
said
agree.
this before.
I agree
Doku,
with this guy. I agree with
the
him.
only reason why Doku still at the football club is because we didn't get any offers for him.
And
But we can
see,
force
that's
him.
see,
But
that's
we
the
can
crazy
force him.
part.
You
So
really think Doku's the worst?
But we can force him out.
no, I'm just saying, bro. If you're gonna bring in Rodrigo, who is obviously way stronger from the left hand side, right? We know this from the fact that he's leaving Madrid because of that very fact that
Yes,
he
I agree
wants to
with you.
play
Yes,
as a
I agree with you.
left
I
winger,
agree with
right?
you, bro. Bro, I agree
So
with you.
why would you then go and then let Savio go, who can more or less be a rotational piece, and he's actually okay as CE, you can still use him there. Instead, you will
You
bring
know the
him there.
problem.
He will cause a problem for Marmoush on the left, and he'll also cause a problem for Doku. So the easiest solution is you can then have two rotational pieces in Marmoush and Rodrigo, and you just play whoever you can.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree with
Why,
you. You know the problem.
why
You
would
know
you
the
say it's
problem.
a
The only winger
rotational problem?
who
Why
have
are we
no
thinking
potential
so
is Doku at the club.
inside the
The only
why are
winger.
we thinking so inside the box? Yeah, let's say we've seen in our last preseason game where Mamushi was struggling on the left hand side, and he subsided with Oscar Bob. He went to on the right. Why can't we just thinking outside the box, having that option like PSG, for example, where
Yeah,
in game Kvaratskhelia subsides with the duet, give that
yeah, he
fluidity
does.
offside. Why can't we just thinking that? Why are we always thinking, oh my god, what happened? He's not. Why?
Okay. Now, Matthias, let me ask you this.
Matthias.
So, okay, Rodrigo can fair enough. He can do that. Is Marmoush as flexible? Can he play as well
No,
from the right as he can from the left?
no.
Yeah,
Can
it
Doc? Can
works
Doc?
both
Okay. Then the
ways.
second question. One
Leroy
second.
Sané, Raheem Sterling used to subsides all the
Leroy
time.
Sané was never as effective from the right, which is why he's stuck to the left, right? And then the second question to you is, okay, let's say Marmoush is one. Is Doku as good from the right as he is from the left?
Well, that's the thing about Doku. Before we signed him, he was predominantly a right winger. Now, when we signed, he put him on the left. All of a sudden, Doku cannot play right winger anymore. Why?
Because he
Because he was a
sucks at being a
he
right
was a
winger,
right
bro.
winger.
We've seen it. We've tried him at right wing,
Literally,
and he's just
Doku.
unfortunately not good
No,
the
at
bro.
right
same
wing.
point.
Doku.
No,
No, bro.
Mateus, your literal same point is valid for Savio, by the way. Literally the same point is valid for Savio, and Savio was better on the left than Doku was on the right.
And
Okay,
I agree with that as well.
why is Savio playing on the right then?
Doku, his position is right wing.
Because
I think.
Yeah, but listen,
Why is
even at Rennes the
why is no
season
one
before,
questioning
right?
Pep
because
Guardiola?
that's what because Pep wants that.
But because Pep Guardiola changes Belair's position, that's what he does.
Yeah, but he's not.
Sometimes.
Okay. Pep Guardiola wants that. Pep Guardiola wants that. I get it. He's the manager. So
Yeah.
why is it then no one questioned what Pep Guardiola? Why don't you play Savio in his right position, the position where he feels comfortable?
I
Why
questioned
is
it. I
now
think it's a
Matthias,
Pep
mistake.
Guardiola comes and say, "I
Matthias,
want Rodrigo, Marmoush on the right." Why don't we say also it's down to Pep? He's making the decision.
I agree
But
with you. I
this is
think
the
that is.
thing. The player, no,
do you remember?
there
Do you
is a
remember the
difference
Aston
there.
Villa game?
And
Do you remember,
Matthias,
Matthias? Can I
Go on.
demand you one thing? Do you remember the game? I think we played against Aston Villa. We won
Yep.
4-1, and I
Yep.
think Doku that game he played right wing, right? And he even assisted the first goal. I think it
did he
was
play
not
right
last
wing
year.
that game? I don't remember if he played right wing.
No. We
But yeah,
won.
you're
We won
probably right.
almost. Foden scored a hat trick almost. You remember?
Oh yeah. Okay. I know which game you're talking about. Yeah.
Which position Doku played at that game?
So he started on the right.
Right. Did he play good? Yes, he was fantastic that game. But Pep Guardiola changed him to left wing again, and he can't play left wing because he has no vision. He has no potential.
No, but bro, we tried him on the right wing in other games. You remember the West Ham game we tried him, the Fulham game we tried him. I remember the Palace game we tried him, and
But
then
bro,
unfortunately,
yes, I agree with you. But it's not like regular playing time.
yeah, that's true. But then once again, the problem with that was as well that he was also injury prone, right? So every time he started getting regular game time, he'd get injured or he'd Then
Okay.
if he's not injured,
I think
then he get dropped.
I think
So
Why would you play?
overall
Why would
analyzing.
you play?
Listen to me.
Why would you play? Yeah. Why would you play Cherky as a right winger if he's a number 10?
because Cherky can play
That
right wing.
actually
To be
makes
fair,
sense.
I'm not
Cherky can
surprised
play
with that.
So it does work with every player.
Yeah, but it does work
Mateo,
with
can
Cherky
I
though.
can
To
I
be honest,
answer
I think
why
that's
he's
why they
doing
brought him.
that?
Bro.
Can
Okay,
I
so
answer
why
you
would
why
you
he's
Cherky
doing
as
that?
number 10?
It's
No,
quite easy,
he's
bro.
playing Turkey on the right side because the right winger, in the way that we are going to play moving forwards, he's likely gonna play as a 10 playing off that right side. So he's gonna play in
Same as
that
Foden.
right space of the right side, the same as Foden on the left side. I don't think we're gonna play traditional wingers this season, and this is where I think,
See,
for example,
like okay,
If
now
we're
that
not
we've all
playing
talked about this,
traditional
yeah,
wingers, what's the issue of not signing Rodrigo then?
the issue is because he's not really predominantly a right winger, and he's
Yeah,
just better
but
on
we're
the
not
left.
playing with wingers. Paulo just say we're not playing with the wingers.
Yeah, but he's still better off the left. If you want to call him left
May-
attacking mid,
Then
left midfielder, left wing back, whatever you want to call him, he's still better off
realize
the
this
left, bro.
thing. I didn't say he doesn't want to play right wing, and I told you that he doesn't want to play
Bro,
on
he
the
will play
right side.
wherever he has to, but
no,
it
you
won't be
just
as
said we're
effective.
not
It's
playing with
really that
no,
simple.
we're not playing with the wingers.
He doesn't want to play on the right side of the pitch. He wants to
No.
play on the
You
left side
said
of the
that he
pitch.
doesn't want to play with the wingers.
Okay, Mateus, let me just make this simple for you. Is Rodrigo a winger or is he a number
Yeah,
10?
no, Pep, but I'm saying Rodrigo, he doesn't want to play on the right side.
No, one sec. Spartacus, 1 sec, yeah? So, Mateus, is Rodrigo a winger or is he a number 10?
Rodrigo,
Yeah.
he's an inside
Oh.
forward. He can play both sides.
He's an
As an
inside forward. We've
No,
agreed with that. But inside forwards have their preferred positions, right? So either off the left or the right.
Every player has their preferred position.
Listen,
Doesn't mean they play one
Mohamed
position.
Salah is an inside forward. Is he better off the left or the right?
Salah plays.
No, I'm saying Mohamed Salah is
Plays on the right.
Sadio Mane
Because
was an inside forward at Liverpool. Was he better off the left or the right?
Sadio Mane was a left.
Salah
There you
played a
go.
lot
So,
at the left
bro,
hand side, by the
similarly,
way.
Rodrigo, fair enough, he's an inside forward, but we know, you and I both know that he's better off the left.
But he can play both sides, can he?
Yeah, but listen,
This is the
Mateus,
thing.
okay,
But
You
Mateus,
just answered it right there. Sorry, one sec.
See,
You
but
just answered it right there. See, the point
but-
I'm making is, yes, he's versatile enough to play there. My thing is, if you're changing the system, we've now got this established left hand side, right? We've got a pure out and out left winger, pure out and out left back. Like you have inside forwards that can play off the left. You have Marmoush, you have, let's say, Rodrigo that comes in. Fair enough, you rotate Rodrigo and Marmoush off the right as well, right? But then we have no natural right-sided winger. We also have no natural right back. My thing is the right-hand side is just on vibes, whereas the left-hand side is much more established. So do you see the imbalance over there? I don't have a problem with Rodrigo coming in. I think
and Mateus, this is also the thing, Mateus. Rodrigo, give me just one second. Rodrigo does not want to play inside forward off that right side. He doesn't want to do that. He can do that. He's gonna be willing to do that for 3, 4, 5 games a season. But if you're gonna put him like,
or you're just making
the people that also told me that he had a massive bust up with Ancelotti. You don't really want me to fucking say the name of the person on there, do you? Like, I'm not gonna be saying that.
Well, then you're making
There's a reason why I kept it quiet for so long, innit? Like, the person told me not to tell anybody.
No.
Now that everything came out, I'm gonna say.
And that. You make things up because you also said about Donnarumma won 300k. Well, Fabrizio Romano,
Well, that was being reported, didn't it?
Was willing to drop his wages. So yeah,
Mateus,
Mateus,
you can text Kelska because she knows, because I told her way before everything came out, way before that every single thing that is coming out right now. I told her back in fucking April.
Guys, okay, just a final question because I've got to get going as well, yeah? So let's say we get in Rodrigo. I think Donnarumma is more or less done at this point, whether we like it or not. And then I think it looks like that is our window. If we then, let's say, hypothetically go and sign a right back, how does everyone feel about this window?
10.
10?
Yeah. Give me a right
back.
I don't like this Rodrigo signing.
No, 9.
I don't like Rodrigo. I don't
Spartacus,
like
I don't
Donnarumma and
either, but I'm
Rodrygo.
just saying in general, forget
Now
all
you
about
get
the
Baleba.
context.
I'll give a
Baleba as
6.
well.
I'll
Hamza,
give a 6.
Baleba as well.
Yeah, bro. 100% midfielder.
So you just
I'll
want
give
him
a 6.
because he could go to United, or do you actually want him?
Basically, you build your team for the next 5, 6, 7 years.
Okay. So Hamza, for Baleba to come in, then obviously who would have to be sacrificed? Because we're talking about being cold, right? Because
Or
Trafford was told one
next
thing
year
and
get
another.
Wharton. Or next year get Wharton, don't worry.
No. So who are you getting rid of right now to accommodate a foreign spot for Baleba? Because remember,
I
he's
think
what 20, Cameroonian.
Kovacic and Gando.
Kovacic and Gundogan both go,
Yeah.
And Nico G as well, innit? Because he's not going to be playing on the
and Nico
bench, is he?
Gonzalez as well.
But G's a rotational guy.
And Nico O'Reilly as well. And Rico Lewis as well.
I think we should sell Rico Lewis this summer. He's not good enough.
See, I'll be honest with you guys.
Nico O'Reilly as well.
One sec, just last thing. I'll be honest with you guys. I agree. It'll be a very good window if we end up with a right back with all of these incomings. I still have my reservations about Rodrigo. Once again, I could be entirely wrong, and because good players can play anyway, he might prove me wrong, and I could look really stupid. But obviously, just from like a fan point of view, it just looks to me or feels the way like that we could be like in for a huge gamble over here. But regardless, on the face of it, I think good footballers in general can play in any system. So whether it be Donnarumma, Rodrigo, all of these players that we're getting, these are really high profile signings. Like I think this is not like an ordinary window. If we end it with a right back, I think this would be our craziest window probably ever. Or maybe as close to like 17, 18.
How many players we've signed so far? 5 or 6? 6.
Bro, I think like
11.
what Czech. No, not the January window.
No,
Okay, yeah,
this
actually,
summer.
we have to count the January window as well,
Can
don't
I
we?
can I say something? Can I say something?
No, just
11
this
players.
I think we need to sign Baleba. We cannot allow
you-
Manchester United sign Baleba.
No. Wait. Can I ask you one thing? So you want us to lose just to sign Baleba? Then you want us to lose Nico G, Nico Riley, Rico Lewis,
No, listen
maybe
to me.
even a
Not
Reinders?
really.
Listen
Not
to me
really.
carefully.
You can
Listen
sell,
to me
you can
carefully.
sell Gundo,
Listen to me.
you can sell Kovacic,
Listen
and
to
you
me.
can bin
Listen
your
to me.
captain.
Listen to
Also
me.
bin Bernardo Silva.
No,
Bin them
listen
three.
to me. Listen to me. You want to talk about Nico G? I think Baleba is the next upcoming midfielder in the Premier League. I think
Yeah, he is.
he's way better than Nico G. I think
I can't deny that.
I think he has the potential to be like Rodri.
Let me ask you this.
I think he has that potential, and if Manchester United sign him, I think he will be incredible.
So can I ask you this? Then? Where Rodri's back? Let's say he's 70% of his
Listen,
former quality.
my friend, listen to me. We have to tell ourselves truth. I think Rodri is finishing. My friend.
I disagree. I just disagree with
My
this.
friend. The guy got LCL and got injured again. What more?
Oh man, that's how we're moving.
Okay,
Yeah?
mate.
No.
If this is how we're moving, I'm done. Like, I'm sorry.
listen
If
to me,
this is
listen
how
to me.
we're moving, I'm fucking
Listen
done.
to me. Listen to me.
There is no way
How
to
old
talk to you, mate.
Okay, how old is Rodri? How old is already?
He's 29.
29, yeah.
29, going to 30 almost, right?
Yeah, so what?
The guy got LCL.
Yeah.
So did Van Dijk, and he's the best centre back in the league.
Listen to me. So we need to prepare ourselves. We need to find someone who can replace Rodri.
Okay,
that's
so
fair, and that's a fair concern. But bro, let me ask you one question. Yeah. No, one second. Let me ask you one question.
So we need to sign Baleba. For example, if we sign
No.
Listen, I don't disagree that Baleba is one of the best talents in the Premier League and that we should try and sign him. I don't disagree with any of that, yeah? Let me just ask you one question. Do you remember at what age did Gundogan tear his second ACL when he was at CE?
Yes, I remember.
What age was he?
I think he was 26, 27,
29.
28.
28.
He was 29 the next year when he came back.
Yeah.
You know
And
the problem.
was he fine or was he not?
Okay. was Gundogan a regular starter in Manchester City?
At the point that he got his ACL, no, he wasn't. But then when he came back, he was.
So Rodri is different, my friend. Rodri is the backbone in our team.
Listen,
So
I
is
don't
Van Dijk
disagree
for
that he's the
Liverpool.
backbone.
Sorry, so is Van Dijk for Liverpool.
I think our problem is, and it will be our problem this season.
Downfall.
We are
yes.
relying on our downfall. We are relying on a guy who's going to, I think, 10 years old and has LCL. And it's
I
still
can't
not
have this
moving.
conversation. I'm sorry.
I think
can't have this one.
I disagree. I think
You just
Rodri is going to come back to his form. However, I agree of signing Baleba and get rid of Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan, and Kovacic.
Absolutely. No, I like that. That's it. I like that.
Simple.
No. I think the problem.
Wait, you want to get rid of the captain?
I think, and I say it before.
You want to get rid of the captain for Baleba?
No. I said before. Yeah, every day of the week.
Every day of the week, 300k a week, doing cardio on the football pitch.
Oh my days! Listen to me, my friend. Listen to me. I think we are prioritizing a wrong position. A goalkeeper we don't need.
For a marathon,
I just realized we're about to have 4 keepers at the club, and we're waiting on 2 to go out.
We're about to have 4 keepers.
Donnarumma, Trafford, Edison, and Ortega are still all at the club.
Just quickly, we're gonna have to end this show because
Hamza, you are BR signing of the club. When you say a player and say that player, we have to sign that player. The club signs that player. You have to say Baleba. Maybe the club will sign.
Baleba, yeah. As soon as I get Rodrigo, hey, remember I was fighting for Rodrigo for how
you know what's mad? You know what's mad? You know what's mad?
Oh no,
Hamza, you know what's mad? The guy is even better than Caicedo. Because Caicedo cannot.
Way better.
Yeah, he's better than Caicedo.
He destroyed Caicedo 2 games in a row. I remember.
Because you know what the guy has? He can.
Bro, he destroyed us too.
You know,
he's
even
like
say if you love him. If we sign him, listen.
And Manchester United, our rifle signed him in front of our eyes.
Say, I'll win the treble with that team.
Hamza.
Back to back treble. I'm bringing it.
Hamza, see these people, yeah, that's saying, "Oh my God, why we signing Rodrigo? Or what happened to Marmoush?" Yeah, these people would be saying the same if Kvaratskhelia was available right now.
Yeah, F that people. They don't know ball. They don't know ball. That people, they don't know ball.
We'll be back tomorrow, lads, man.
Was available
tomorrow for
16 million.
sure.
We did nothing.
Listen, I'll be back tomorrow for sure. Big up everyone. 9 o'clock tomorrow. If you're available, let me know. You know, we could have all this talk about Donnarumma's already gone further. I think the next target, Rodrigo, could be going further. Like, listen, we'll be here tomorrow again. Thank you so much, Vatel, Safe, man, and Morashid, and everyone else, man. Big up everyone. And tomorrow, 9 o'clock, if you're free, let me know.